Good morning, everybody. Hello. Hey, guys. Hi. We are here, and we are live on this Wednesday, December the 3rd, 2025. Coming at you.
D's Nuts member.
Nope.
Okay.
It's 24 degrees out, a little nippy. I felt like I just left this place. Oh, I did. Mm-hmm. Long day yesterday, shooting videos.
Long day.
Shooting videos for Rizzuto Show Live, which is, I cannot believe, a week from Friday.
What are you going to wear?
It is coming up.
I don't know. What am I going to wear?
I don't know.
It's going to be a couple outfit changes.
Yeah.
Somebody messaged me and asked, they got tickets, they got seats, any reason they need to be there super early? And I was like, I don't know. I don't think so.
What is super early?
Well,
Yeah,
we
I'm
have
like,
the
how
VIP.
early? What'd you
Well,
say?
yeah, if you got the VIP, you got your own separate instructions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's a meet and greet and all this stuff.
Yeah, but you want to be there for the beginning of the show.
Be there on time. The show has a theme. It has a,
It's a whole experience.
yeah,
Doors
it's an
are at
immersive.
7, right? Doors are at 7? I
We're
believe?
basically the sphere of St. Louis.
Okay. I don't know if I would.
That's pet.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
If the sphere had no budget and also like a no light show,
Yeah.
Yep.
no 4D experience.
No.
But aside
We
from
are
that,
real people.
You might get hit in the face with something. You never know.
that's
Possibly.
true. I did throw a double-sided
Dong.
dong up into the.
And, yeah, up into the balcony
Nosebleeds.
last year.
That's right.
Yep.
Anything
You
can
never
happen.
know.
The Requiem for a Dream dong that we gave
Yes.
away to some lucky person. A man, which was excellent.
Listen, you have a chance to win stuff while you're there. Also, make sure you're there early for the opening acts.
Yeah, you don't want to miss that.
Which, yeah, listen, we're still looking for openers for the show. So if you have a particular skill,
Yeah, Brett, get there early. That's your answer.
Yeah.
If you
7
Decided.
if you have a particular skill that you think would translate well on the stage of the pageant, like something maybe you show off to all your friends,
Yeah. Party tricks.
a party trick, stupid human trick, go to 1057thepoint.com and click on the opening act. Little tab there, submit a video, and we've extended the deadline.
You're gonna find that I'm gonna just be in a wig, showing off some talents.
Hey, that'd be great.
Okay.
We'll give you $250, and we'll give you tickets for the show.
Great.
Hey,
You want to weigh in?
that's awesome.
All you have to do is, hey, let's see what you got on stage. Maybe a dance thing, maybe a singing thing, maybe a comedy thing. I don't know. There are a lot of talented people out there. Show off a little bit. That's fine. But, yeah, we were here. I didn't get home till 3:30. You guys were here later.
Don't give anything away.
No, I'm not going to give anything away. But the way we shoot these things, it's not like, we got a couple iPhones out and our video crew here is amazing.
They are amazing. They
Yep.
are so patient and efficient and cool.
Pros.
They really are pros. I stole a lav mic last night because I was driving. I just had to get out of here. I had to go to band practice, and I go, oh my gosh, I got a microphone. So I was mic'd up the entire way home.
Nice.
Oh,
So
no.
they got to hear everything.
Everybody hear you farting in the car.
Yeah.
I know. With the seat warmer on.
With the
Warm tubes.
Ah, right.
Warm tubes to McGee. That's what they call me.
Yeah, I got home yesterday around 3:30 in a sour mood. I was, oh man,
Why were you so sour? We had so
I was
much
tired.
fun.
Oh, we had a great time.
Oh,
You were
yeah,
like
dude.
crying,
But
laughing.
I get it.
You were good, though.
You had a free sandwich.
You have a timer.
Oh yeah. Hey, shout out to Tommy the boss for you when you left. Tommy rolled by and he goes, "You guys hungry?" I guess they had a big corporate meeting.
He was amazing. He rolled in. I manifested that salad.
They had a big corporate meeting. I guess we got the leftover food.
Oh,
It was
that is
potbelly
great.
too. Potbelly sandwiches.
That was awesome.
He was waiting for me to leave, I think.
And he goes, "Once Scott's out,
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure we feed everybody."
I walked past him with my, well, I won't say what's going on, but I liked his smile yesterday. That was pretty good. I got a good reaction.
Oh,
from
man.
him.
The corporate meeting. So just to set the scene, we have a conference room here at Hubbard St. Louis that has like a glass wall. So when whenever people, the big wigs are in
Yeah.
town, there's maybe 10 people sitting in the conference room. And I had something on that I also will not give away. And I walked by and John Kiowski could not keep a straight face every time. And I imagine it's all of us when we walked by.
Yeah, it's a giant wooden table in a glass room.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went in.
You did?
I did.
Oh, great.
I went in as a character that will be divulged later, and gave like a rousing sales speech to the entire staff,
Nice.
including
Nice.
all of the brass from Minnesota.
Great.
Yeah, some of the higher-ups from Minnesota.
So far, no emails have come in with my dismissal.
All in
so
good
we'll see.
humor.
I hope.
It's fine.
Yeah.
They were having a good time. It was
They were
fun.
having a good time, and I can't wait for you guys to see what
I was so
we've
mad.
done.
I was here till 6, and then I felt like such a dork, dude. I left. I'm like, man, I've been here all day, dude. This has been like a 14-hour day. And you were good. And I said yesterday, I go, Riz has a 2 p.m. shelf life. After 2 p.m.,
Anything
I go,
after
you're like
2.
a gremlin. But you're a gremlin that needs to be fed. I go, if you don't feed him by 2 o'clock, that's why Tommy really saved the
Yeah, you
day.
gotta
By
sandwich
2
him,
o'clock, the shelf life. He's been here about 11 or 12 hours, and he's over it. You were good yesterday.
Well,
You
I
were a
got
good
home.
sport.
I got home yesterday, and the kids were off of school. Mm-hmm. So I got home around 3:30, which they would have been home by then anyway. My daughter was still in clothes that she had just rolled out of bed in.
Good for her.
Oh, that is
And I
great.
go, what have you done today?
Don't worry. It's let her have a
No,
snow
I know.
day.
I walked. You're right. You're right.
Had a snow
High
day, brother.
schooler. Come on, man. She's living.
Why would you do anything?
They
That's the whole
require
point.
more sleep.
Yeah.
And
I know. I get it. Listen, they're growing kids. Fine. But I got home. My daughter's laid out on the couch.
it's better than her doing drugs on the east side.
You're right.
Okay.
You're right. You're right. But the first thing I said was, "What have you done today?" And she goes, "Nothing."
Get the hell out of here.
Get the hell out of here, Dad.
She goes, what do you do today, Dad?
Well, she goes, "I didn't even know if you were here or not here." That's what she said.
You are not living at all in that
I
girl's
didn't
brain.
know whether you were here or not here.
An
That's
absent
how.
father.
Nice.
You need to do better with
Yes.
your
Wait a
kids.
minute, absent father.
Daddy's always making vids.
And my wife comes in from outside in like a giant coat. Like she's got this like giant like
Like the NFL coats.
yes, yes, like the NFL coats that the guys would wear. You know, the
Over their
frozen
pads.
tundra.
Yeah.
And she goes, "I hate this weather." She
Me
goes,
too.
I'm done.
I know.
She goes, "I am not a winter person."
She's a little lady,
Really?
and so it's harder to be our bones when we go out. I mean, we're just becoming icicles.
Dude, I was
I thought you guys would like it.
so bummed because I left at 6. It was a long day. And I was like, just can't wait to get home. And I got traffic, bad time to leave, Creve Coeur, halfway to Tower Grove, and I realized, because I've only had Invisalign for like less than 2 weeks, and I was like, oh, I left my retainer at work. And I was like, I had to turn around because, my dentist was like, you got to wear these.
You have to.
20 to 22 hours a day, or they're not going to work.
You're on like phase 1 of your Invisalign
Yes.
journey, so it's important. You got those
and
trays.
I'm
in.
trying to be pretty militant about it, and I was just like, oh, this is how my buddy who threw his retainer away in the lunchroom. That's who I felt like. I felt like, can you back in my retainer?
I'm gonna get my retainer, dude. I'm telling you, do not because you got to take them out every time you eat.
I know, it sucks.
Do not put them in a napkin and put them on the table. I'm telling you,
That's it.
Done it.
You're gonna-
I threw them in the trash in here the
you're
other
gonna
day.
throw them out.
I literally
gonna
took
throw
them
'em
out to drink some Exploder in here,
Yeah.
and within 1 minute forgot and threw them in the trash in a napkin and had to dig them out of that trash can right there. It already happened.
Old trash mouth.
And you're only like 2 weeks in.
And then I washed them in the bathroom soap, which is not a good soap,
No,
to even have a little
Tastes
remainder.
really good.
You need to
Have
bring
a
your own soap.
toothbrush
You know what?
with you.
I have Dawn dish soap in my desk. Of
no,
course
you
I,
don't need that. Don't put
No,
Dawn.
I'm
dish
gonna
soap.
give
I
you my
clean them
Dawn
with Dawn
soap.
all the time.
What?
Yeah, the dish soap is where
I
it's
don't
at.
want the stinky.
No,
Right.
I use toothpaste.
I use toothpaste and Dawn dish soap,
But
dude.
so, yeah,
that's smart.
listen,
Dawn, I never
Safe
heard of
enough
that.
for ducks, safe enough for Rafe.
I think that's
it gets the oil off of ducks from oil.
Yeah, but I
spill.
used a toothbrush and toothpaste.
Me too.
And put a
Well,
little,
I know, but that's two things. This is just a little
Dawn.
dab of Dawn.
What?
Little Dawn will do you.
What? Just
And
have a
that's the
toothbrush
soap.
and a little.
And here's the thing: that's the soap my mom and grandma both wash my mouth.
Oh my God!
So
So he's already
I
used to it.
am immune.
and
He's a
Dawn's a good
nostalgic
laxative.
creature.
Dawn's a good laxative.
I'm immune.
Well, don't lose them. Don't throw them away.
Well, I
Don't put
forgot.
them in
Yes,
napkins.
we had a lot of costumes and a lot going on yesterday, and I got back, and it looked like a bomb went off in that studio. And I was like, man, I do not remember. I thought one of you guys did it. I tore that place apart looking for them. I'm like, man, somebody threw them in the trash. I'm going to have to go pay for another one.
Yeah.
Spent like 45 minutes looking for them, and then they were like tucked away in a little pocket in a place that made sense, but I'm 1,000% sure I didn't do it. But King and Learn are the only two I was like, if they saw my retainers, they would maybe touch them in a napkin and put them somewhere for me.
I would have picked him up in mouth.
Maybe Joshua.
Nobody's touching. Where's the case?
I didn't think about bringing it yesterday. So
Always
I
have the
didn't.
case in your pocket.
Well, yeah.
Just in case.
Now I know. Thanks.
Where were
Let's
you
be smart
yesterday?
about this.
Thank you.
I didn't know he took him
Tooth
out.
Fairy.
As somebody who went through the process, I know. Hey,
I
if you any
have
questions, you
empathy
let me know.
for my middle school friends now who lost their retainer, and I'm like,
That's good.
Oh,
who cares,
you know what,
man?
618 denture tablets. I use those too.
We're not there yet in our lives.
No,
Yeah,
we're
we're
there.
still a little cooler
with the
than
with
that.
the
What, the little things on the bedside where Grandpa would drop
Yeah.
his stuff in
No.
a cup?
Yes,
The seltzer.
to clean them.
Sweet.
Kill me.
Nobody
you
wants
mean?
to smell that.
What? What are you talking about?
As a woman who
They
grew
have
up with
cleaner they
a
gave
dad
me.
with dentures,
They have
no
the
Same
thanks.
thing. It's like the little crystal things. I know. I used them,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's the same things as the denture tablets.
It's cool.
618. Thanks, Daddy Riz. Okay.
Okay.
You're on your own, Rafe. Fine. You're on your own. So every winter, the same debate pops up. How warm should you keep your house? What's the temperature of your house currently? Like, what do you keep the
71.
thermostat? 71, huh?
Wow.
Is that bad?
Well, there's
Toasty.
a magic number for your thermostat in the winter.
69.
It's 68. 68's the magic number. The U.S. Department of Energy says the sweet spot is 68 degrees when you're awake, and when you're asleep, they recommend dropping it a little lower.
It is a constant finger fight with my husband where I will roll into the bedroom first because I'm going to bed earlier than he is. I will pump that thing up to 71 because I'm freezing. It's 68. And then
Wow.
he gets in bed and
knows.
lowers it.
Yep.
And then we have this
68?
fun little fight.
68 will conserve energy. It's going to save you money, especially since utility bills have climbed more than 41% since 2020. And here's a little fun factoid. The lower the temperature inside your home, the more slowly you'll lose heat. So keeping the thermostat at lower temperatures can save energy in a couple ways.
We got the solar panels, so we aren't paying that much for Ameren.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
That's
Okay.
pretty sweet.
Okay.
Although heat is gas, right?
I
Depends on
mean,
your
it
house.
depends. It depends on the house.
I don't know if we
We're
have
gas. We're
or-
gas heat.
We might be gas heat too, actually. All right, I stand corrected.
We're gas heat, but yeah, we'll have the fight in our house. Oh, it's too cold in here. Well, grab a blanket.
Grab your NFL coat, Meals.
Grab a blanket. No, she's ready to get out. She's ready to get out of the cold. I think she's reached the point of her life where she's like, we need warmer weather.
Snowbird time.
Wow.
We need warmer weather year round. So finding the perfect spot to spend your golden years could be pretty overwhelming. Now, when you guys retire, is it Missouri all the way for you guys?
No.
You're Colorado bound?
No, I will be near my sister. I hope she's in a cool place. She's got her sights set on D.C. at some point. She's going to go into politics.
Dang.
So you would
I would-
retire in D.C.?
Yeah, I mean, I don't
Or
have.
like the Virginia area?
Yeah. But I mean, if I could do it my way and if I had the money to set myself up for life and because I don't have kids take care of me or whatever, I mean, I'd be in Topanga Canyon, Laurel Canyon,
Okay, California.
California. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'll probably be following my sis wherever she is.
Okay.
Wow.
Those are
Rafe,
cool.
what about you? I mean, is it,
I
is
mean,
it,
I'm
is it a
probably
weather?
going to be. I'm probably going to be living in the same neighborhood. You ever been to Laurel? You ever been up in like the upper past Hollywood Hills up in L.A. like where she's talking about?
Yeah.
There's some-
Mulholland?
Yeah, I mean,
oh,
it's
dude. If money's no object,
if money's no object.
Yeah.
it is pretty sweet up
I
there.
mean,
man.
cruising Mulholland is not a bad deal.
It is a pretty sweet gig.
I think
Considering
it's
what I
gonna
do
be-
for a living, I think that would be. San Diego's tight too, though, man. San Diego's the most beautiful city I've ever.
Right.
You got to have money to live there. It is
And you're a
expensive.
hop, skip, and a jump away from Tijuana.
Heck yeah.
How cool.
Bonus.
Bonus.
San Diego's awesome too. San Diego's like a clean LA, so it would be a. I like SoCal, but then I think I would get sick of it there too. I don't know about everything's got its pluses and minuses.
I don't
There's part
know
of me that's like,
if
you
I
might-
could deal with the California lifestyle.
Oh, I could.
What, peaceful,
No,
laid
the
back?
people.
Oh,
Yeah, they don't want you anyway.
I know. I'm an East Coaster.
I'm with you. Out there.
I'm an East Coaster.
There's part of me, I understand where you're coming from, but I don't think I can handle New Yorkers every day either. I'd end up swinging on somebody. It's a rude city.
Yeah, I need a little rudeness. I need a little kvetching. You know what I'm saying? Like I need some of that.
so Toledo's
I guess
perfect
if
for
Bunny's
you.
no object and I got a private plane, like that puts a lot of the.
Of course.
That puts
I'm talking
Montana in play.
Realistically retiring.
I like
Scotty.
Colorado too.
Colorado. What about you?
I mean, I'm the king of St. Louis, so I have to stay. No, just kidding. I wish I could convince my wife that one season is incredible. So she would love to live in Southern California, but she's a big fan of Four Seasons. So I don't know where.
Yeah.
They have those everywhere, man.
What's
Not
that?
the not the
hotels.
Those
hotel.
hotels?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
Well,
We can
I
stay
mean,
there, but I think I would like to live down in South America.
South America.
Now we're
Yes.
getting into-
I want to, Argentina or Chile, whatever.
Go.
One of those.
Yes,
I didn't know
absolutely.
Costa Rica was on the table.
Yeah.
It's wherever you want. You want to go? Go.
Well, listen, you want somewhere fun, obviously, but you also have to think about practical stuff, affordability. If you're getting up there in your years, good doctors. So Wallet Hub, they compared over 180 cities across the U.S., looking at everything from taxes and health care, how many fun activities are available. So if you're thinking about retirement, here are the top 5 spots to settle down. Where do you think number 1 is?
Give me Branson.
No.
Okay.
Like Tennessee.
It's Orlando.
Oh, God,
Orlando.
really?
No, not inland. You don't want that.
Nobody
Orlando.
wants to go down there for life.
Ranked number 1 largely because of the lack of taxes and great access to quality geriatric care. Plus, you're not going to get bored. Tons of music venues, fishing spots, art galleries. Number 2 was Scottsdale, Arizona.
That one's better.
Yeah, I have family there that are older, and they love it.
Just like Florida, Arizona's very tax-friendly, no income or inheritance taxes. If you love golf, this is your place. It ranks at the top for golf courses per capita. Also huge for book clubs and art galleries. Number 3 would be what I would consider a retirement hellhole. Minneapolis. Why the hell would you want to go where it's cold?
Hubbard
Mall of
headquarters.
America.
It is beautiful up there. And it's a town that is alive. Even in the wintertime, you can walk down the streets at midnight, and it's just packed with people going in and out of clubs, and it's pretty fun.
When I picture retirement, I'm thinking, a fruity drink, a warm beach, but not.
Mall walking, Mall of America. Come on now.
And also think of the convenience of the airport. If you want
retirement.
to travel across the globe, you got Minneapolis, one of the big dogs that does direct flights all over the world.
The big selling point here is there's a lot of jobs available for older adults.
Oh.
In fact, more than 22% of the workforce is over the age of 65.
I get sad about that. I was at Starbucks the other day, and there was this man who was way too old to be working there. And I wanted to take him home and just take care of him. I was like, what are you doing here, sir? You are 95 years old.
Did you see the viral video? It popped up in my feed yesterday, and this is a man who is 88,
Yeah.
lost his wife 7 years ago, is working at Walmart, and his kid was just asking him questions, and he all of a sudden got a GoFundMe, and they raised over $1 million already for this
That's
guy. to
exactly
retire.
how it
Maybe
should
it's
be.
because he just wants to work.
Makes me
No,
wanna cry when I
he
see
said
old
he had
people
to,
working.
He spent, they spent all their money helping his wife and everything. And
Well,
he
I mean,
lost
there
it.
are those situations, but there's also the situations of I need to do something.
I will die if I retire.
I know,
and
that's
especially.
Well,
A lot of dudes drop dead
I
very quickly after retirement.
I tipped this man $10. I was so sad.
But I think too, it is good for you to do something, to have a goal every day.
Maybe he wasn't sad. Maybe he wants.
was
Maybe he's
sad.
doing that for the love of coffee.
No, he was very sad. It was like a Friday, and he was upset. And I was upset.
Maybe
Well,
he
what'd you
loves
order?
being around people who
I
overpay
ordered
for
a
coffee.
Sandwich. I
Oh,
had my
I thought you
Friday
ordered something
experience.
ridiculous.
He had a sweet little comb over, and I was like, "What? Who is?" Like, I just saw my future. I'm like, "Oh my God, this is it," because I didn't have kids, and I don't have anybody to take care of me. You know,
So you
Tim's
want to
probably
take
gonna
care of the
die
old
first.
people.
Yeah, I'll probably be working at Starbucks at 98 years old.
Miami was 4th, and then Tampa was 5th. So Florida
Florida
dominates.
wins.
Florida does dominate the old people. I guess I didn't really factor in retirement when you asked.
Yeah, this is strictly retirement.
I might go out in the middle of nowhere. That's a middle of nowhere thing, maybe too.
So you're not going to Topanga Canyon. You're going to the
I
middle
like
of nowhere.
the canyon. That would be a cool place to retire because then you could just stay up there. You don't have to drive into LA all the time. But if I'm not worried about being out there for work and stuff like that,
I
it
was
would be
talking
kind of
about
cool
this.
to have a big old I'd like to see the mountains.
I was talking about this with a buddy. He's like, man, retiring in Montana or something like that.
That would be
I
tight.
go, no, it wouldn't.
Why?
It
I want to
would.
go to restaurants. I want to go to restaurants. I don't want to.
Bro.
If I live on a ranch, that's a lot of
Wyoming.
work.
There's no doctors around either.
You know how much money's
And
in
you're gonna need 'em.
Bozeman, dude?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And if you could afford a ranch in Montana, you could afford to hire people to do all the jobs for you. So you're good.
Listen, you know what I'll miss when I get out of here? I'm going to miss when it snows out. Local news stations asking for submissions of snow on their decks. That's what I'm gonna miss.
I have a very strong take on this.
I know you do. Listen, we had a good clip of snow on Monday, and if you turned on Channel 2, Channel 4, Channel 5, Channel 11. And here's some listener submitted or viewer submitted photos. This is somebody's grill.
In Festus.
Somebody's grill in Chesterfield covered with 4 inches of snow. Let's go down to Festus. Here's another grill
Yeah.
Wow.
covered in 4 inches of snow.
It's not even just on the programming, it's on their stupid socials. And I'm sorry, I'm sick of seeing it. Show me the arch with the snow. Show me the Chuck Berry statue in the loop
Yeah.
with the snow. I can go out and look at my grill covered in snow and I can see what's going on. I don't need to see Dave's grill or Marla's deck.
But Marla lives in DeSoto.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I live in Ellisville.
Whoa.
It's so different.
It looks the same.
It's the same.
It's the same.
It drives me nuts. They're just looking for content, and I understand
Yeah,
that
we're
part
looking
of
to
the
fill.
business.
We're looking to fill time.
Do something better with your time.
So show me the picture. Show me the picture of Chuck Berry's statue.
Yes.
Covered in snow.
Show
Okay.
me some cool stuff that I'm not seeing at Ellisville, that I'm not leaving my house
Well,
for.
this is getting people involved.
Not like, listen, I want to see people's pets. I love that.
I'm part of the community.
Yeah, I want to see the chess piece. How much snow's on that?
That's right.
Yeah,
Oh,
something interesting.
Speaking of pets, I'm telling you what, man, raccoons are having their time.
You said this yesterday.
Yay.
What's new?
New raccoon news.
Let's go.
Give it to me.
New
More
segment.
raccoon news.
Bring it.
I
Always welcome on this side of the desk.
on one of the national news channels, they did the story about raccoons being domesticated. And now we have this. Animal control officers near Richmond, Virginia, shared photos of a male raccoon who broke into a liquor store last Friday, got hammered, and passed out in the bathroom. And I'm telling you,
Drunk
you got to
raccoon.
see the picture of this thing.
This could be what happened with your raccoon.
The picture of this raccoon sprawled out on the bathroom floor next to the toilet is chef's kiss, because it's like a shot of your buddy or maybe yourself who just turned 21, who drank too much at their party.
Yeah.
It's not clear how this raccoon got in. An employee just found him sprawled down on the bathroom floor the next morning, still unconscious.
Oh, he is so.
He knocked a bunch of bottles off the shelves, and they look at this thing.
He's splooting. That's called a sploot.
Oh, little guy.
He's trying to get that cold tile on him. I've been there, brother.
He's got a bellyache.
He is on the tile floor next to the toilet.
Oh, God.
So the raccoon knocked a bunch of bottles off the shelves. Some of them broke. So the raccoon starts licking up the booze and overserves himself.
Oh,
Yeah.
And it's hard to tell from the photo, but it looks like he got into some gin and maybe some whiskey too.
Got
Ooh,
that
can't
bumpy
mix
in him,
those.
dude.
They described him as very intoxicated.
Got that bumpy up in him. That's Seagram's gin.
they have to give him an IV.
So they let him sleep it off at the animal shelter, then released him back into the wild. They say they were, quote, zero signs of injury other than maybe a hangover.
He needs rehab now.
But that's what's going on in raccoon news.
All right.
They're coming inside these things. They want to be inside. They got their little hands out. Please take me inside.
Which is good. We need them inside.
No, we don't. Locally here, if you live in Lake St. Louis, I know Lauren just got her Costco membership,
Yes.
and you went to the Costco on Manchester that was Thunderdome.
It was on a Sunday at noon.
141 in Manchester, yikes.
Big yikes.
And you even said, Scott, the one in Overland is jam-packed.
Yeah, the only one that's empty is Mid Rivers Mall, so go out to that one.
Well, looks like Lake St. Louis may be getting their own Costco.
Nice.
And that could be a little closer for us, or at least for me.
Yeah.
Really? Then
than Manchester and 141?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Let's divert everybody over there, and I'll stay
Yeah.
at Manchester and 141.
So if you live in Lake St. Louis and love a good bulk shopping trip, Costco is officially pitching a new warehouse store right in your neighborhood, which would make it the 6th one in the St. Louis region. So
Crazy.
Costco submitted plans to build a massive 159,000 square foot store on Lake St. Louis Boulevard, right across from Hawk Ridge Circle. The property is currently owned by a company called MRNU Inc., but they've already got a contract to sell it to Costco. So we're talking about 930 parking spots, 24 gas pumps, a tire center, delivery options. Rafe, now as somebody who owns a house in the county, are you getting a little tingle in your dingle
For Costco?
for Costco?
I don't know, man. Tina's parents are Costco folk. I don't know if I'm ready to go. I don't know, man. I got to ease into this.
Come on,
Down
man.
the street
County
from
living.
you. Is this down the street? Pretty easy.
Yeah. I don't know if I need a
Come on,
pallet
buddy.
of suntan lotion, but we'll see.
You're one of us now.
No. I don't need
You're
7 pounds of
you're
cranberry chicken salad.
One of us now.
Get away from me.
So it's not a done deal yet. Costco still needs the area rezoned, but if the Planning and Zoning Commission gets the green light, construction could start as early as summer of next year and wrap up by summer of 2027. So there you go, Lake St. Louis.
I'm glad,
Got a lot of stuff being built out there.
I'm glad they're finally getting a box store over there.
Lake St. Louis.
Yeah.
they're
That's nice.
that was once a quaint little area.
Yeah.
Now it's
It's built up big time.
what's the area over there with the they got the farmers market there during the summer and spring.
In Lake St. Louis?
Yeah, is
I'm
it
not
called
familiar.
the Meadows? Oh, it's nice out there.
Oh, that little district where.
Yeah, I think it's called the Meadows.
Oh, yeah, I've been out there once. I don't get out that way too often. I go in city. Almost.
Whoa.
In other local news stories, man, a follow up. Do you remember the police officer in Florissant that was allegedly going into the photos of women he pulled
yes.
over,
Oh, yeah,
taking
disgusting.
nudes? Well, he was in court yesterday.
Good.
And listen, you know how stressful getting pulled over is. You're worried about a ticket, your insurance card. I'm on my way somewhere. So this was a really disturbing, and we talked about this quite a bit when it was going down. Disturbing story out of Florissant. Just confirmed a nightmare scenario for a lot of women. So this cop, Julian Alcala, former police officer in Florissant, was in federal court yesterday, and he admitted he pled guilty to stealing nude photos and videos from 20 different women during traffic stops.
Wow.
20 different women. So between February and May of 2024, Officer Alcala would pull women over and ask for their phones, claiming he needed to verify their insurance or registration. Because who carries a physical insurance card in their glove box?
I don't think I do. I think it's just on my phone.
It's just on my
Yeah.
phone. Now you have the option. I have Allstate, and you have the option of printing out your
For
card.
sure.
But it expires, and then you forget to do it. But it's on your phone. You got the app, and
Yeah.
you don't even need to be connected to the internet to pull it up.
But usually, the one time I've been pulled over since, it's been digital, he just looked at my phone.
Well, that's the thing.
and that was it.
That's
He didn't
it.
take my
That's
phone.
all.
or
That's
anything.
all they have to do.
Yeah.
They should never take your phone. They should never take your phone back to their car.
Right.
Never.
Because they need a warrant to
Yeah.
go through it, right?
Yeah.
That's your property.
Yeah.
Same as you don't have to open your trunk unless they have a warrant.
But if they ask for your phone, I mean, just you could show it to them, and if maybe if they want to hold it, I don't know. But they're not taking it back to the car.
Yeah.
So he would ask these women, hey, I need to verify your insurance or registration. He'd take their phones, and instead of checking documents, he went digging through the photo galleries. He would dig through their apps. He would dig through text threads, specifically
So
looking
creepy.
for naked pictures. And once he found them, he'd either take a picture of their screen with his own phone, or in at least one case, actually text a video to himself.
And I wonder about that. So, like, you can go through and see, like, your deleted texts on certain phones. I mean, on my Apple phone, I can do that. I wonder if he airdropped, I don't know what kind of phone he had. Like, if he was able to airdrop, because that is seamless. You don't see a record of that like you do a text message, right?
Interesting.
You don't? I don't know. I never checked.
For
I didn't
airdrop,
think
I don't
about. So
think
he
you do.
deleted the text. Then that he texted himself and deleted it,
Yeah.
and no one's looking at that.
So he's 30 years old. He pleaded guilty to 20 counts of willfully depriving someone of their civil rights. In exchange for his plea, prosecutors dropped the charge about him destroying evidence. And he's looking at some serious time.
Well,
Up to 12 months in prison for each of the 20 counts. So 12 months in prison for each of the 20 counts. However, the prosecutors mentioned they aren't going to ask for more than 36 months. 3 years in total. He'll be sentenced on March 11th and is out on bond until then. It turns out, this guy was not on the force very long. He was hired back in January of 2023, finished the academy that summer, resigned by June of 2024. Once this all came to light, he's since permanently surrendered his peace officer license. So on top of the federal criminal charges, there's a massive civil lawsuit happening where 33 anonymous plaintiffs are suing him and the city of Florissant.
Yeah.
So his lawyer says he accepted responsibilities, looking forward to moving on. But for the victims, several of whom were in the courtroom, the breach of trust is something that will not be easily forgotten. And they're coming for theirs.
I honestly have thought about this. I haven't gotten, knock on wood, I haven't gotten pulled over since this guy's news broke, but I've thought about it. And, I think a lot of women are probably thinking about it, but a lot of men too. I imagine we're all thinking about it. Like, oh, they take my phone back to the car. They're going to possibly steal some stuff that maybe I don't want them to see.
Good look through my phone. I
Never-
got nothing on there.
Never give them your phone.
No, never.
No.
Period.
And if
There's no reason for them to take your phone.
and if a cop's asking for it, then just call 911 and be like, I need another cop over here because this guy's asking for my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could refuse. Yeah, you ain't taking my phone. Here's my insurance.
There's definitely no
Yeah,
reason.
the good cops will never do that.
Right. And every good cop should be, super pissed off at this guy
Yeah.
and
100%.
demanding this guy get the maximum sentence. I don't think, is 3 years enough?
I mean, he's carrying a badge.
wonder
and
why
he's supposed to
they-
protect our towns,
Do you feel like he's getting preferential treatment because he was a police officer by the prosecution? Not even. Is he fighting it or is he pleading?
He pleaded. He pleaded guilty.
Maybe it's a plea deal. Sometimes if they're not going to drag it out, they'll be
Right,
like,
so
if you plead guilty to all these counts, we won't pursue. more than
3
36.
years is a long time.
It
But
is.
also, are they anticipating a big lawsuit settlement?
Considering Diddy got 4.
Good call.
3 years in prison.
It's a long time.
It's a long
There's
time.
a public trust issue, though.
Of
also,
course.
That's like, I don't know if it should enter into the equation or not, but anytime you hear about that with like police officers specifically, there was like a cop in Edwardsville when I lived there that was like, I felt so bad. There's like this lady, I think she was Bosnian, she was like a seamstress, killing it, had her own business, and just kept getting robbed. Cop kept showing up, doing the investigation, and it was like the cop that was coming was the one going in and robbing her.
Oh, my goodness.
And it was like he robbed her like several times. She like was old school, kept money in a safe, took all the money out of the register, and it ended up being this guy was like busting into this little strip mall, robbing all the registers, and then being first officer on the scene. And I'm like, I feel like that guy should have to go to jail longer.
Well, it's the firefighters who start the fires.
Right.
We've had plenty of stories like that. Oh, yeah, I think if there's certain professions that if you break the law, there should be an enhanced sentence.
Yeah, because it does mess with the public.
Of course it
Public
does.
trust.
Public
Yeah.
trust.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Makes things harder for
No,
all of the
I
officers.
do know. I think if a police officer or somebody in that area, fire, whatever,
Yeah.
I think punishment should be enhanced because it is a breach of public trust.
Yeah.
For sure. Especially with police officers. I mean, firefighters, I get it with what you're saying, but they don't like. Firefighter tells you, "Hey, put your hands up. You can't move."
No, I
You
know,
don't
but
have to
I'm
do
talking
that.
about the ones that are starting the fires and going to put them out.
Yeah.
Again, we've had These are people that should be held to higher standards
Yeah.
than the rest of us.
I mean, they all have badges on.
At least we could trust our OnlyFans models, right?
Can we?
No, we can't. We can't because I got
What?
a story about.
Oh, no.
I got a follow up on another story we talked about last year.
Did she go through a cop's phone and?
This is pretty wild, and this is coming from New Hampshire, and it involves an OnlyFans model, and this is something we talked about last year. This is an OnlyFans model in New Hampshire, a grocery store, and some very unsanitary behavior.
I remember.
Do you remember
that.
the story? What was the story?
I believe it was vegetables, and there was
Pee-pee?
pee-pee.
Yes.
Or wait, maybe there's something else. No
No, you're
Okay.
You're on the right.
region of.
All right, so this woman, 24-year-old Kelly Tedford, who went by the name Kinky Kelly. If you want to pull up her picture,
Okay.
Scott. Kinky Kelly, Kelly Tedford. That's Kelly with an I, Kelli. She is heading to jail. She'll be there for 6 months. She pleaded guilty to a string of misdemeanors relating to what's being called a, quote, pee spree.
So she's gonna be penalized.
So according to court documents, this Kinky Kelly filmed herself urinating on food inside a supermarket. She didn't stop there, though. She also went to a Marriott hotel and relieved herself on various items in the room. Curtains, bedspread, air conditioner, even the Bible.
These are mine now.
To make matters worse, she also defecated on the floor and hid the waste inside the toilet tank. That's right.
Oh, the upper
The
decker.
old upper decker.
Now, most of that stuff's a piss demeanor, but some of it
Okay. We're done.
is a class
We're
2
done.
Come on, we're
We're
done.
done. We're done with the puns now.
felony.
So yes, she
Smelly.
peed on the food at the grocery store, upper decked the toilet at the Marriott, and also spread waste throughout the room. Detectives believe the whole thing was a stunt to create content for her $15 a month OnlyFans subscribers.
That's some good work, detective.
Her profile, which has been deleted, described her as a submissive pixie who was into extremes.
Lock this place down. Cord off a half mile in every direction. We got a lady in here whizzing on kumquats. Get Columbo down here.
Oh, what's going on here?
We got our best guys on it.
Look at this.
Young lady,
Gross.
do better than that.
Look at this gross person.
She got a
Gross.
turned down face.
Yeah.
Everything's turned down.
Yeah, I don't think she's happy.
Go to her mugshot. Her eyes turned down.
She
And
looks very high fashion there.
everything's down. Everything's pointing down. She's got a frowny face.
Well, that's her mugshot.
That's her mugshot.
Say brownie
She got
face?
You
caught.
can't be looking hot in a mugshot. I mean, you can.
You
Mugshot
can.
shorties, but.
Got a turned down face.
What's
We gotta
that?
look at her.
Whose little foot is that? Oh, Lord.
That's an ad.
Oh,
Go
I was like, that's her foot.
That's an ad. Go up to her OnlyFans.
Okay.
She's high-end Chanel model right
what,
there.
makeup can do.
Yeah, a black and white photo.
She's like strung out.
Makeup and a good filter on the iPhone.
Yeah. Huh.
So apparently this wasn't her first issue with platforms either. Her previous account had already been banned. So she's already been banned from OnlyFans and I guess started up a new account. The judge sentenced her to 360 days in jail, but suspended half of the time, meaning she's going to serve 180 days, about 6 months behind bars. And once she gets out, she'll be on probation for 2 years. It's going to cost her financially, too. Ordered to pay over $10,000 to the grocery store to cover the cost of the contaminated food and the cleanup. She also owes Marriott $500 for the upper decker.
500. Damn.
As you might expect, she's been banned from returning to either business, and the judge ordered her to mental health counseling.
Yeah.
Which is,
Yeah,
good.
I think so.
You're 24 years old. You have your life ahead of you. Let this just be a speed bump, a minor speed bump in your life.
I hope so.
Moving forward. Moving forward. New career opportunity if you're a proud perv. The federal government is now paying people to watch porn. The IRS is auditing people's OnlyFans accounts to make sure they're compliant, and it means some IRS agents will be paid to watch porn at work. So it's because of the new no tax on tips law that Congress passed this summer.
That's tips.
Yeah, no tax on tips. So there's a carve-out that says you still have to pay taxes on tips earned from pornographic activity.
Oh.
So not everything on OnlyFans is porn.
Right.
So influencers and even, a lot of B-list celebrities have accounts, not necessarily doing pornographic things on there. There's almost 5 million content creators on OnlyFans. IRS agents will have to watch the videos to determine whether the person's content is pornographic or not.
Oh, so this is like PayPal. Whenever you send money to family and friends, you don't have a fee. But if you are paying for services, there is a fee.
Well, if these OnlyFans models are asking for tips, it's taxable if it's
pornographic.
But if you're doing a cooking video,
and you tip me that way,
that's fine.
Interesting.
Yeah,
They're
that's
both
wild.
I don't know if I like this. This is discrimination.
Well, it's part of the bill.
But why?
It's also
It's clever.
Because people are addicted to porn, so we're capitalizing on that instead of my addiction to Ina Garten's cooking.
They just want the money.
so.
It's the same reason weed's legal now. They had to figure out how they were going to get their cut. That's all it's ever been about.
And see,
government
you know
got to
what?
get their cut.
You're right, because now they're funneling it from, we can't have Pornhub anymore in this state, so now we are going to OnlyFans.
No,
Yeah.
this
Where
is
we
nothing.
are
This is
tipping.
not. That
Oh,
has
trust,
nothing-
it's all
that is
connected.
an apples and oranges thing. This is
It's a fruit basket of,
Well,
no
Fraud.
tax on tips, which is if you're a server, you're not getting taxed on your
understand that.
tips.
why
Okay.
do tips have to be different? Why? Just tips in general. Who cares?
In order to get this thing through, there was a caveat that says you have to pay taxes on tips earned from porno stuff.
why?
Are they
though?
going to the
I
east
don't
side?
know. I'm just
That's
telling
my
you.
point, though. The reason why is there's so much money being made. They want their cut.
Okay, you explained it better that way.
Yeah. But also
I have a
on
genuine question. I'm sorry, Scott. I have a genuine question about strippers. And I would love for you to check in on the Schreier text line, please.
Dancers.
Dancers, exotic dancers. Do you have to, whenever I was in the service and I was a cocktail waitress, I would have
When I was
to-
in the service, I worked at Roxy's. Yes.
Yeah. I had to throw in my tips into for the guys in the back that were cooking. They got a cut.
Yeah.
Do the dancers have to do that as well? Will they be taxed on those tips, or are those cool because they're dancing?
Now, here's the thing. There is no true definition of what porn is.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, so the
That wasn't what
IRS.
I was going to ask you.
Okay, so the IRS
Supreme
agent-
Court said, it's a real slippery slope of, porn and obscenity. It's the whole thing was I know porn when I see it. So who's making that call?
Right. So that's going to be my point. Is there's no true definition of what porn is. So those IRS agents who are watching these OnlyFans videos and monitoring the sites might have to use the old standard of, I know it when I see it.
Oh
Right.
my gosh. Well, this is the argument whenever they brought up, I think it was Larry Flint, when he first was getting tried in court. His lawyer brought up, when you go to an art museum, you see someone that's painted naked, is that pornography? And they couldn't figure out what was art,
Well,
what isn't.
Right.
And that's how he
Yes,
won
that's
his
all.
case.
I'm just telling you what it is, what's going on. I don't know the
Ins and outs.
I don't know the old ins and outs.
I don't like it. I want the government out of our business. I'm not in the porn business, but just get away from us. Come on, man. We have no joy anymore.
It was the same thing. 2 Live Crew went to the Supreme Court twice, which is hilarious. And that was one of their cases was obscenity. And that was the same thing. They were like, who decides what's obscene and what's art? And that was kind of the same thing. They're like, well, we know
All right,
it
so
when we
what-
hear it.
That was
What
the
if-
Tipper Gore thing.
What if I go onto OnlyFans and I'm making a scrambled egg and I'm moaning as I'm
Yeah, it's like the
It's art.
scramble that
ASMR
egg.
videos you've been all over.
Scramble that egg. Oh yeah, is this?
Oh, yeah. Is that pornographic because the baked potato we just cooked? What if you're cooking in the buff? You know, what if I like to make enchiladas, but I do it topless?
You get one.
Is that pornographic?
Potato
like porn to me.
dispenser. Which would you choose? Roasted potatoes.
I mean, that's, oh, man. Woo.
Well, you
Yeah.
have booby tassels on,
I
and
don't
you're
know.
making
the IRS agents will know it when they see it. I guess.
Is this like the young ones, the 19-year-old guys that are newly hired?
And listen,
Go find it.
Yeah.
you sent me this this article about these AI deepfakes in schools. Speaking of porn stuff,
This
is
is
wild.
terrifying. So when we talk about like young people and the things that they have to deal with, and we're like, oh, they're soft and blah, blah, blah. These kids are dealing with a lot, and it's all in the digital sense. And this is a perfect example of that.
Well, yeah, and this, it kind of feeds into the porn thing and the AI, AI stuff. And so there's an article in The Guardian about this. So this is in reference to a lot of stuff that's going on in England, but it's going on here too. So imagine this: a teenage boy sitting on a bus, casually scrolling through his phone. He picks a photo of a girl from a nearby school and uses an app to undress her digitally.
So her face is shown.
But here's the thing: he's not even
Terrible.
hiding it. He's not ashamed. He's doing it right in the open.
Right.
And this is not a scene from like a dystopian movie. This is a real story. This was shared by a teacher in this Guardian report I read. And this is becoming the new normal. So 10 years ago, schools were panicking about what? Sexting. Everybody's got their phones, sexting. Today, the problem is mutated into something much harder to control. AI deepfakes. And there's these apps, they're called like Nudify apps.
Oh, yeah. They advertise for them on porn sites.
And they're easily accessible AI tools. Kids can now generate realistic nude images or videos of whoever, classmates, it don't matter.
It's awful.
Friends, even teachers, and they can do it in seconds.
Like, how are we going to regulate this?
Yeah.
Yesterday's conversation about Pornhub, and we were talking about the parents' involvement. I mean, kids are going to have whatever they want at their fingertips, and AI is a huge component of that. So we can start by making it, websites unobtainable for certain states, but you're still going to have this go on.
Well,
which is
because it's
even
moving,
worse.
everything's moving so quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they were doing deepfake, there was like deepfake porn a few years ago where it'd be like Scarlett Johansson's, but then it was like kind of rudimentary, like putting their face on an actual porn model. Like they would take a real porn and just basically superimpose the famous person's face, and it would look, at certain angles it would look real,
Yeah.
but then it was like you
The
could tell.
skin tone doesn't match, the head doesn't match. It's
it was almost like putting your face on one of those things at the fair,
Yeah, neck's too long.
But now they create the whole thing, like the entire. There's complete AI porn where like it's not even. They're not like mapping it onto an actual video that was made. It's just completely
A scene.
100%.
Like not just still images, like doing things.
Oh yeah,
This is like a new level of bullying.
Yeah.
and they advertise it on. They're not hiding it. It's like on porn sites. It'll
So,
be like
Is it
upload
available?
a picture of someone and create your
Right,
own
so
AI
Is
girlfriend.
this available on like Apple? Like their
It's
store?
available all over. It's
App stores.
So they're going to be
available all
held
over the place.
accountable, right?
No.
I just made
Because they're
one.
allowing them to be up there.
So the scary part is the victim
would
doesn't
hope.
even have to send a nude photo to be exposed. I mean, the AI just creates one from a normal selfie.
It's awful.
Oh God.
Yeah, Taylor Swift, remember the sex videos that were coming out of her or maybe it was earlier this year, and she was, deeply affected by that. And so celebrities have already had to endure this, and now it's in our now it's with your kids, and it's a new level of bullying where, did you see what Maggie did with Justin? And it's like, and then the rumors start.
Of course.
You already we had to deal with that in high school and stuff when people would say like, oh, Rafe slept with so-and-so.
Well, remember the dude that said I was joeing to Baywatch?
Right?
I dealt with that for a week.
That's
I
different. That was
know.
funny.
I dealt with that.
Dumbo's come
Now-
out.
I
of
dealt
the
with that for a
darkness.
week.
They can make that
Hated
a
it.
now.
Yeah, now AI can actually like a fake video of me doing it. So how bad is this problem? Thank God none of this stuff was around when we were.
Oh, I know.
I'll be honest with you. I don't even know if I could trust 15, 16-year-old Riz with this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What do you
No,
mean?
I mean,
Because you would be making
the
them?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know how having a phone at such a young age
Right.
would affect me. I have no idea.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I guess
So maybe phones should not be in the hands of guys till they're like 24, 27, something like that.
Well, it couldn't be.
For the record, Scott said that, not me.
Yeah, I could see everybody getting in on this game. I could see, like, girls bully, too.
Absolutely. We're not immune.
And I could see girls bullying other girls this way as well. And it's like the only thing you've got going for you is mutually assured destruction, which is like everyone has access. It's not like no one has to be a hacker. You can literally just download an app and be like, oh, you made one of me? Cool. I'll make one of you. You know, like, I don't know if that is the only thing keeping people honest, is that someone could turn around and do it to you just as quickly.
Well,
there's still the anonymity of the internet, which sucks.
So the scale of this thing is massive and global. So, and this was a story out of The Guardian, which is the UK. So in the UK, a poll found that about 1 in 10 secondary school teachers knew of students creating sexually explicit deepfakes in the last year. In Australia, one mom reported that her daughter was so horrified by the fake images made of her that she started throwing up.
Yeah.
In Spain, a group of 15 boys were sentenced to probation for creating fake nudes of their female classmates.
Yeah, there needs to be something like libel or defamation of character. Something within the law needs to be written for this sort of stuff.
And you might be thinking, it's fake, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, it matters.
It's an image.
They talked to one psychologist describing seeing a deep fake of yourself as an out-of-body experience. It looks like you, it feels like you, and watching yourself be digitally violated is, I can't
mind
imagine.
flay.
Yeah. Well, should smartphones be treated kind of like cigarettes or something, where you can't have a smartphone till you're 18?
I don't know. Some parents love having their kids a phone call away. You know?
Yeah, but I mean, you can carry the flip, but you can't have the apps or anything on it.
Yeah, maybe there's like a launch phone, that has no special capabilities.
And they have
yet.
that stuff. It's not like it's not available.
Yeah,
but
but should
people
it be a
aren't using
law
it.
where kids aren't allowed to have it under 18?
All my friends that have kids right now that are like 10, they're kind of getting into their, do we get them a phone? They're kind of having those conversations. A lot of kids have just the iWatch just to track them and say
It's
hello.
getting into
whatever.
murky water with if underage kids are doing this to each other. Now you get into a whole new child porn area.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is like kind of scary. I mean, and I have a friend dealing with it right now that it's kind of crazy. Like, her son was dating a girl who, when she was very young, she made a video, sent it to somebody, and another girl got a hold of it and was like jealous and started spreading it around and like texted it to the parents.
Oh.
And she had to go to the police station and be like, I'm not opening this because this is a child.
Right.
Wow.
But I don't know what to do.
Well, and
even the police are kind of like,
anybody that viewed it is,
right?
saw child porn.
That's what I'm saying. And like, she was smart enough to be like, hey, I'm not going to open this. I'm aware of what's on it. Had to take her phone to the police station. And then they were like, we don't know. She's like, do you want to delete it off my phone? And they're like, no. If this goes to court, we need proof that it was sent to you. So you're going to have to keep it on there and not open it. And I'm
That's
like, dude,
crazy.
it's like walking around with a bomb in your I'm like, we need to figure this out quick.
Here's what it is.
So there's a lot of weird
Gray area.
So tech is
area.
moving so fast. And right now it feels like the adults are playing catch up while, the kids are left to navigate this digital minefield.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like we're not focusing on it. We're doing all these other things around the issue. Everybody's really all in on AI and not realizing that things are going to blow up big time. Watch 60 Minutes every week.
But I still...
Stuff on it every week.
I love conspiracies. So I do believe the AI push is because we got the Epstein thing about the drop. So if you could have all this fake stuff out there, then everyone's like, oh, it's
Where
all
is
AI.
the Epstein files, by the way? It's been 2 weeks.
Well,
they out. Oh, they're out.
But you know what I mean? Like, they could now
more every day.
pretend like
Listen,
it's all fake.
Right.
None of it's real.
If you've been debating on when to hand over that first smartphone to your kid, so there is a major new study that might make you want to hit the pause button. So according to the American Academy of Pediatrics, giving kids regular access to smartphones before they hit their teenage years is linked to some pretty serious health risks. So now we're getting, these smartphones have been around for long enough now, and now we're getting a pretty good sample size of what it's doing to kids. So the researchers looked at over 10,000 early adolescents in the Adolescent Brain Cognitive Development Study and compared kids who got phones before age 12 to those who waited until they were teenagers. And the results are pretty significant. Kids who got phones as preteens were 62% more likely to suffer from lack of sleep, 40% more likely to struggle with obesity, and 31% more likely to deal with depression.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, is there any good news to this? Yes, the study showed that outcomes were better when parents got involved. Preteens fared better when they had supervision and firm limits on when and how often they could go online. So the researchers noted that we need a concrete framework to help guide parents through this, rather than just guessing. And they also acknowledged that in today's world, not having a smartphone can cause its own set of societal challenges for kids. So the goal is to protect and support rather than ban it entirely. So there's got to be a sweet spot somewhere, and we just got to figure that out.
Well, we got to follow the rules of, the people that create all the high-tech stuff, and they don't let their kids use certain things. So
Oh, yeah, that's alarming.
follow their rules. Follow their rules.
Well, they also I think it was yesterday or maybe even this morning that Meta buried a bunch of internal research that showed causal evidence that use harms mental health.
It was
depression.
getting rid of it is better, is good for your
Getting rid
mental
of it
health.
is good for your mental health. They showed like direct causal evidence, and they buried a whole bunch of it, especially with kids.
Yeah. Well,
I also read yesterday that our digital detoxes that we do don't really do anything for us. Because it would be like, if you are somebody who is addicted to smoking and you quit for a week, you go back to it like, oh, I'm going to just have a little bit of cigarettes. Like you're not ending the addiction, and like you're not detoxing anything. So those of us who are like, I'm going to take a couple months off, really does nothing for any part of your brain activity. And
well,
your
it's
mental
not
health.
possible
No.
to digitally detox for a couple months. It's nice to shut your phone off for a weekend and be off the grid.
But that just helps you acutely, like within
Sure.
that time, and then right whenever you come
Yeah.
back to it, all of the
And there
things are firing.
Right, there are
again.
benefits to shutting down for a weekend. I think there are benefits to that. But speaking of AI, and this is one last thing before we move on.
What's in that same vein, before you move on, I read something else that was talking about how the way we interact with our phones now and the way we interact with apps, and that it's actually causing like temporal dissonance, where it's like we experience time differently. And we aren't able to form memories as well.
Yeah.
Because it's messing with our brains. Because we know everything's being like
recorded
and saved, and we're living for the replay and not the moment. And like they actually showed that like the way we interact with our phones and devices is making it hard for us to have like core memories to where we can recall them later in life.
That's so sad.
It's like
Man.
it's literally
Yeah.
changing the chemical
It's changing,
makeup of
it's
our
changing
brains.
the wiring of our brains. It's crazy.
Well, yeah, no one knows phone numbers anymore.
I'm going to post about this.
Yeah, get on there.
Get it.
Or hey, listen,
Yes, I read it on my phone.
If you got a teenager at home and you see them on the couch just with their laying down with their phones over their head,
Right.
you go, "How long have you been doing this?" I don't know.
And it does feel so
Although
good.
it could be the same with us. I don't know how many video game marathon sessions did we have when we were kids.
Oh, yeah, where all of a sudden you see daylight. You're
Yeah.
like,
Sure.
Oh,
I just played through the entire night.
but I felt even with that though, you were actually doing something. Like your brain was working in a way to solve a problem, whether it be.
They've proven that. They actually they've proven that there's like a reward system when you play video games that is good for your brain.
Yeah, because you're actually doing something.
And
You're trying to achieve a
you have
goal, beat a
yeah.
level. Whereas if you're just doom scrolling, if you got your phone over your head and you can't even make it through a YouTube short without scrolling to the next thing.
That's why people say you need to be bored, because when you get bored is when you come up with ideas and remember things. And
I'm about to go through this. So, my son's a junior. I got friends. We had some friends over the holidays that were, have seniors in high school, and they're going through the whole college admissions thing.
Yeah.
I had one friend whose daughter filled out, 20 applications for schools. 20.
it's a lot of community colleges.
20. So, the drill here. Colleges are constantly warning students, hey, and when you're doing your application, do not use ChatGPT to write your personal statement. Because what they have software now that could figure out if you used AI to write something for you. But here's a massive plot twist, though. So some of those same colleges are now using AI to read your applications.
Oh, great. So that's fine.
It's like Siri and Alexa talking to each other.
Yeah.
So it sounds a bit like a sci-fi movie, but AI is quietly becoming a major tool in the college admissions process. While some schools are keeping it, on the down low, others are pretty open about why they're doing it. And can you see a benefit to it? Can you see a benefit to going through? I didn't think about this, but some of the schools that are like, yeah, we're using it as a tool. I go, okay, that does make sense.
They're looking for a certain standard, and it's quicker.
No,
I could see it being like, it's kind of like when I watch submission videos for the comedy festival.
Oh, I know exactly where you're going with this.
By the time you're on your 40th video of the day,
That's it.
your brain, the human brain, may be like, there's going to be some bias.
You're going to treat it differently than the
first one you watched.
Than the first one
or
you
the
watched.
third one. Or sometimes the first one, like you may read one that's great, but it's your first one, so you might be like, oh, this is like a 7 out of 10.
So one of the guys.
And then you get through a bunch of crappy ones, and you don't go back and be like, okay, that first one was actually a 9 out of
right.
10.
Okay, so one of the guys at Virginia Tech, who is a part of admissions, he summed it up perfectly. He pointed out that human readers, so you have people physically going through college applications. Human readers get tired. Human readers have bad days. They get grumpy.
Yeah.
AI, on the other hand, is consistent. It never needs a coffee break. It's going to treat the first one the same as the last one they read. So at Virginia Tech, they're debuting an AI essay reader this fall, and they said it's not the sole decision maker.
Dude, slippery slope. I'm sorry.
AI reads the essay alongside a human to confirm the score.
I'm sorry. There's a skill involved in, you need to be able to remain vigilant while you're reading these essays. And that's been the way it's been this whole time. And to give the excuse to make it okay that AI is taking a job from a person, oh, they need a smoke break, oh, they have a bad day. Get ready for that to come to every industry.
Maybe it's solving, maybe it's making it better. Maybe it's making it fairer.
Well, a lot of these essays, there's emotional components.
Right.
Of like, tell your story. What is your compelling story about why you want to go to Ole Miss?
Well, what they're saying, it's the ones that are admitting they're using it, is they're using it alongside the human. So it's, the AI is not the sole. I'm only saying what they're saying. I don't know if it's true or not. This is what, the ones that are open about it, here's what they're saying.
Okay.
Caltech, they're using AI to check for authenticity. If a student submits a fancy research project, and an AI chatbot will actually interview the student on video to make sure they really did the work and aren't just taking credit for something a high-priced consultant did.
See, I understand that stuff.
Virginia Tech says they save about 8,000 hours of work and can send out acceptance letters a month earlier than usual. Georgia Tech and Stony Brook, these schools are using AI for the boring stuff like scanning transcripts. This is actually great for students because it speeds up the process of figuring out transfer credits. It can even help identify students who qualify for financial aid but didn't realize it. And of course, not everybody's thrilled about this. UNC Chapel Hill faced some pretty serious backlash recently when reports came out they were using AI to check grammar and style in essays. And they've since clarified, but humans are still involved in the comprehensive evaluations. But it shows that applicants are nervous about algorithms deciding their future.
I just find it funny universities are willing to do this because they're just admitting, like, well, we don't need professors anymore.
I know
We
that's
just
what
have
Bill
AI.
Gates said, that teachers
getting
will
rid of us.
go obsolete. You know what?
I would fight this if I was a professor.
Why don't we get AI to do the big dog jobs, CEOs that are AI, and start paying your people below you more money for doing the human work? I mean, if everything's so great and efficient and wonderful, and why don't the top positions ever have AI being orchestrated instead of these like lower positions?
Well, they're coming for CEO jobs.
I hope they are,
Yeah,
because
they
they
are.
should not be immune to what's going on here.
Yeah.
They can't be the human puppeteer for all of us that are getting our jobs swooped up.
Because who gets paid
because
the
of
most?
technology. And I sound like a total boomer right now, but I'm 1,000% analog. Like, I'm sitting here thinking, man, I hope there's a country one day that outlaws AI and is like, we don't want it, and boom, I'm out. Like, I would move to a place that romanticizes the actual event of being alive rather than, hey, we just need everything to be digitized. And
That's all nice to say.
Well, there's tribes
It's nice
in the
to-
Amazon right now. You can go.
It's nice to live in lollipop land, but listen, it's coming.
It's going to suck so bad.
They may
man.
try to cut your head off, but
That's what I
once
want
you're
to be
in, you're
welcome
in.
to a
Yeah.
place.
If you get in, you're in. And they have
Want to go to like
no AI.
Scandinavia or something.
They're using it there too.
Well, that's what I mean. Or Switzerland. Somebody, please out.
They're all
Let's
using
go.
it. You need to go to that one island off the coast of India.
Yeah, where they
Nobody's
untouched.
allowed.
Where nobody's allowed.
I know they kill everybody
Yeah.
that comes by. Look, I don't want to go there. I don't want to invade a tribe as a white woman. I'm just saying I'd like to go somewhere where like being alive and reading a book.
That's
is
the only.
so
That's the
cool.
only place. What's that called? Sanibel Island.
Something like that.
Sandoval or
Something like
yeah.
that, where you're not even allowed within 10 miles of the
right.
place.
They will kill
That's
you.
that's the only place that AI is not being used.
Well, they don't want me
Hilarious.
either. I am AI.
They're gonna cut your head off immediately.
I know. I don't want to invade.
You come, you paddle up on a canoe. Maybe you're the small woman that they've been looking to worship.
No.
I don't know. Maybe you could be a god there.
The prophecy is true. The woman with 3 cats has arrived via canoe.
All right, let's take a break, but first. And it's brought to us by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. Score a shot at $10K during Blues away games this year at Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. Get the details at hotshotsnet.com. From Festus, Bill Conway is our Bill has been a fan of the point since the beginning, since 1993, and even a bigger fan of the Riz Show since its inception. He's met all the Riz Show members except for Moon, and he looks forward to hopefully meeting him this year while time is running out and he's in Australia. Loves In Memoria, matchup with Moon, any game that makes me yell at people. Very glad Rafe and Learn came on board. They are terrific people. And he can relate to Rafe the most.
Oh.
Bill Conway from Festus is our Teamers Member of the Day.
Bill.
Gets a super sweet Teamers Member of the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/teamriz. All right, it is, I think it's Sentinel Island.
Sentinel. There you go. Sanibel is Florida.
Sanibel's Florida.
Yeah.
The bubble room.
Which they'll also
I was
cut your
letting
head
that
off there.
slide because I liked a world where it's in Florida, where Sanibel Island is just a bunch of people just listening to Jimmy Buffett. That's the only tech they have is Margaritaville.
And they cut your head off when you,
Yeah.
they don't like you. First look at the traffic and weather. Grab on celebrities next. Learn coming at you. All right, what do you got for us?
What was the top song of the year for 2025? We're going to look in to make sure Willie Nelson is still alive. Whamageddon is a thing, and Quentin Tarantino's got a list of movies he loves, as well as some pro tips from the pro herself, Kim Kardashian. She's got a new masterclass out.
Oh, the one with low brain activity?
She's got holes in her brain. We're going to find out what we need to do to be Kim K. All that and more.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday and 50 Cent's new Diddy documentary. Anybody see it yet?
Not yet.
I got some, I guess I got some stuff, some takeaways, some interesting stuff from the documentary. We'll chop it up next. Stay there. The program phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Schreier Air text line 314-649-DUMB. The Mick Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizShow at 1057thepoint.com. We'll talk to Chris Kerber later. Talk some Blues hockey. Also, we'll play a game, give away some fabulous prizes. We will play majority rules today. That's right.
That's correct. A little help from a listener.
With a little help from a listener. Nice. So, I guess we're all waiting for our Spotify Wrapped.
I was thinking about that yesterday.
Apple Music came out yesterday.
Oh, Apple Music over here, huh?
Getting
So I
a
think
leg up.
today I got to pick a really cool song to play all day long that's on repeat.
Yeah. Did you know that YouTube now has a year-end recap thing for you?
I did see this. My girlfriend posted hers, and it was kind of interesting.
So one of the good things about going down rabbit holes on YouTube is no one has to know what you wasted your time watching at 11 p.m. Not even you. Well, now that all Now all that is being regurgitated. So YouTube will now offer year-end recaps of the videos you watched. Think of it like Spotify's Wrapped feature for music or fitness apps, which review how you gradually stopped exercising throughout the year. So YouTube has done this before with music, but this includes everything you watched, even the most embarrassing stuff. And they'll share your top channels, interests, and evolution of your viewing habits. You'll also get a personality type assignment.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
I am logging on.
Like Skill Builder if you watch a lot of DIY stuff, or Sunshiner if you gravitate towards positive content. YouTube Recap is available now for most people in North America, with a global rollout continuing over the next week. So you can find yours on the YouTube homepage under the U tab.
Under the U tab, okay.
So I'm going to try to look. What was my... I bet you it's cooking. It's got to be...
Mine is Crafting Merkins.
Crafting Merkins, nice. Mm-hmm. Oh, here we go. Your Spotify your YouTube recap is here.
Here we go.
Oh, it's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
Why can't they just tell you? Why it's got to be a whole... It's got to be a whole presentation.
Well, they just want to have fun.
My top interest, exploring different restaurants, casino games and strategies, watching sports highlights, learning about music history. I watched 2,002 channels this year.
Whoa.
6 times the average viewer.
Mine's not ready yet.
My top thing was... where do I go? Good Mythical Morning and... Oh, I lost it. I got to go through it.
Where do you
I'm pretty
find
pleased
that?
with mine. Comedy specials is number 1. Music videos, number 2. Podcast clips, 3. Animated shorts, 4. And guitar lessons, 5.
Ah, there you go.
Hey, that's not that embarrassing. That's what I'll take on.
So have fun with that today.
Oh, those going to be conspiracy videos at the Wazoo.
Yeah, find it on the YouTube homepage or under the U tab. They're accessible on mobile devices and desktop. You'll need to be signed in, and if you want, you could share it on social media, if you want.
And then what does it say? What's the name of it under the U tab?
It's on there, like YouTube Wrapped or something like that.
Yeah, I don't have it yet.
I guess you're not cool. So 50 Cent's new Netflix docuseries about Diddy. It's called Sean Combs: The Reckoning. I have not seen it yet, but I've read about it. Does anybody have any interest in seeing this?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, I'm going into it with a veil of, okay, these two hate each other, so this is from Diddy. Diddy is going to probably be, and trust me, Diddy sounds like a monster, but 50 Cent is, an enemy, right? So, like, he's going into, like, a biased place.
It's packed with some pretty wild details about Diddy's fall from grace. So if you haven't been following the legal drama closely, so quick catch-up. Diddy actually acquitted on the really heavy charges, racketeering and sex trafficking, which saved him from a life sentence. However, he was found guilty on lesser prostitution charges back in July, currently sitting in prison, and isn't expected to get out until June of 2028. His release actually got pushed back a month because he apparently keeps breaking rules inside. So Diddy's team is obviously furious about the show, calling it a shameful hit piece and claiming the footage was stolen. But the director insists everything was obtained legally. And looking at what they aired, you could see why Diddy is mad. So here are some crazy takeaways from this docuseries about Sean Combs. It's called Sean Combs: The Reckoning. There is footage of Diddy just 5 days before the feds grabbed him. He's on the phone with his girlfriend bragging about how he's about to deposit $200 million. So he tried to move a massive amount of money right before the arrest. He literally says, they're holding the bank open for me. It really paints a picture of a guy who thought he was untouchable. Disturbing connection to Biggie's death. And this part is really dark. So a former escort, this guy named Clayton Howard, claims that in the doc that Diddy's infamous freak-offs were an annual tradition held on March 9th, the anniversary of Biggie's murder.
Whoa.
Huh.
Was he doing that to celebrate?
I don't know. He also shared some pretty graphic details about what happened at these parties, alleging that Diddy had people collect samples and cups.
Like the doctor's office.
Like at the doctor's office. Diddy acted like he was of the people, but privately looked down on them. There's a scene where Diddy's in Harlem, shaking hands and taking pictures with fans, but the second he gets back into the safety of his car, he asks for hand sanitizer.
Oh, how dare this
and
guy
says, I got to take a bath. His former head of security said Diddy only ran back to the culture when he needed support, but didn't actually respect it. Remember Aubrey O'Day from Making the Band?
Yeah.
She alleges she was fired from the group specifically because she rejected Diddy sexually. Remember, she was in that group, Danity Kane?
Yeah.
She claims he sent her explicit photos and emails basically telling her he wanted a woman he could control completely. The cameras caught Diddy spiraling while talking to his lawyers. He felt they were losing and said they needed to find someone willing to do the dirtiest of dirtiest media work to help him. He even told his sons on the phone that they needed to drop an atomic bomb, although he never explained exactly what that meant. I don't know. It's all pretty sensational stuff. I'll probably watch it.
So there's no
Watch it
real
on Christmas, you know?
hard evidence on stuff, though? I mean, because the whole...
I would rather watch a piece from 50 Cent's point of view than one that was curated by Diddy's people. You know what I mean? Like, it's the lesser of two evils to me. I'd rather watch a hit piece on this piece of crap.
Than a puff piece.
Than a puff piece. No pun intended.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, I don't want to give the dude any more of my time. I know that sounds like I'm trying to take some kind of like moralistic high. I'm just sick of, I'm like, dude, just rot. I wish he was in there longer. Just rot in there. I don't care about you. I don't care about your comeback. Just go away.
Well, it's up there if you guys want to watch it. It's on Netflix. All right, let's do Crap on Celebrities. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Crap on Celebrities.
And we start with the fact that Apple Music did release its year-end data. So if you have Apple Music, you can see what you listen to all in 2025. And there's a top 10 list of who the U.S. was listening to. We're going to go 10 through 1, Riz. So we're going to play a little sample of each song.
Okay.
So number 10, what was the United States listening to in 2025? Morgan Wallen hit the list a lot this year. His song Just In Case came in at number 10.
Okay.
Good guy.
I never let my heart go all the way. Every time I try, I just hit the brakes. And there's
I don't
always
really know this song.
Nor do I.
Okay.
Number 9, Morgan Wallen again, helping with Post Malone's I Had Some Help.
So this is Morgan Wallen and Post Malone.
Yes, this is Post.
Oh, I know this song.
He played this at the football game.
Oh, Post Malone did?
Game. It was a great show.
So this is Post Malone with
Morgan Wallen. You got it.
Okay.
Number 8 is Morgan Wallen again, Love Somebody.
Okay. I think I know this one too.
Congratulations.
Oh, I know this one.
So that was number 8.
You know what's crazy about it is I'm not a country music listener.
Right.
But these songs were so big that even as a non-country music fan, you couldn't get away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You couldn't get away from it.
We
It was
work with
everywhere.
WIL. Every time we go in the bathroom, it'd be a Morgan Wallen song, you know, which is great.
Which I like that Have Some Help song while I'm on the toilet.
Because you need
Makes me
some
feel
help.
supported.
That's nice. Coming in at number 7 was Drake with Nokia.
Okay.
baby girl. Baby girl.
I don't know this one.
Baby girl.
These are the top 10 songs
Damn.
where?
In the
You guys are
United States for
lyricists, man.
2025.
That guy's
These
great.
guys' lyrics are deep.
Right? From Apple Music.
What a
Apple
thinker.
Music.
Yes. Number 6, huge pop single Lady Gaga with Bruno Mars, Die With a Smile.
Okay.
If the world was ending,
I know this one, yes.
I wanna be next to you.
This played a lot in my house.
Man.
Great song.
This was in my house a
The
lot.
party
This sounds
was
busy this year.
over and our time on earth was through.
All right.
Bruno
now-
Mars is prolific.
Bruno Mars.
Yeah, that guy is really prolific.
I love him.
He's good at. He don't miss.
You know that story from earlier this year? He's got massive gambling debts.
Right. That's why he's playing so
that's
much in
why-
Vegas.
That's why he's doing all that Vegas stuff.
That's fine. Just let him get out of it. We need him around. Now we go in. So Morgan Wallen really served the back half of Apple's top 10 songs listening. Now we're getting into the top 5, and Kendrick Lamar absolutely killed it. So TV Off, featuring Lefty Gunplay, number 5 was on the Apple Music chart. What do you put on a hot dog, Riz?
What?
Hey,
Hey?
hey.
You put mustard on a hot dog.
You're right.
What is a horse put on that?
But somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his
Okay.
So Kendrick Lamar, and then Morgan Wallen comes in for one more, number 4, I'm the Problem, which I think out of the Morgan Wallen songs, this is the one I heard the most.
Don't tell your friends that I'm the problem. And your meds never do no wrong. If I'm so awful, then why'd you stick around this long? And
Then, number 3, Kendrick Lamar comes back with St. Louis's own SZA for 30 for 30, and this is the clean version, which I have not edited, so let's see how this goes.
Oh, God.
Let's go.
good.
You said clean. Hey, I didn't have time. I went to the
Oh,
clean
okay.
version.
So you what? So
This is the clean version, allegedly from YouTube. Let's see what happens.
it.
That's the way I like it.
And that's the way I like
Ain't
it.
cooking a smile from underneath.
That's the way I like it.
When I'm
I
down
don't know this song.
That's the way I like it. I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for 30, I'm 30 for
So it's cool to see SZA make the top 3.
Should they fold that? No yoga mat.
You know the song, right?
You
know the song, Scott?
No, but I feel like I need to go shop at H&M.
Kendrick Lamar was all over my Apple Music this year, so yes, definitely know that
I
one.
know the number 2 songs because it's on my favorites list.
This is a favorite of mine as well. Kendrick Lamar, number 2, Not Like Us.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Once upon a time, all of us was in chains. Homie still double down, calling us some slaves. Atlanta was the Mecca, building railroads and trains. Bear with me for a second. Let me put y'all on game.
I'm be nervous with my editing. All right, number 1.
Number one, here we go.
SZA and Kendrick Lamar yet again
Holy smokes.
with Luther. And to be honest with you, I don't know if I...
I love this one.
Damn it!
This is the radio edit.
Yeah.
I think I got your number. Gloria.
Yep, number 1 song this
All
year.
right.
Number 1 song. Do I have it on there? Is Luther on there? I'm going to kill myself if it's not on there.
No, it's on.
Okay, I hope it's edited. Let's go. Let's roll the dice. Let's roll the dice.
Oh, man.
Let's see what I did this morning.
Okay.
I forgot.
It go in, out, do slow. Maybe you was lost, strike, close.
This is the number 1 song of the year.
Yes, and you know what? It makes sense because they played this at the Super Bowl, and also, I mean, for what all Kendrick Lamar is, it's heavy, it's good, it's rap, and then you got SZA, who is so dreamy and like, so the blending of like women and men both loving this song, I can see why it's played everywhere.
I
don't know that song.
do. It's a little alarming how homogenized this list is.
I know.
And I like one of the artists I love, the other one do not care for.
You don't like Kendrick Lamar?
I love Kendrick. I don't. Morgan Wallen sounds like the AI. His auto tune makes it sound like an AI song all the time. And he's great. Whatever. People love him. I don't care that much. But it's like, it's crazy to me that we have all these options and it's all personalized, but it's still this homogenous
know.
that like 2 artists dominated the top 10 that way.
With all the options.
With
Crazy.
With all the
and
options.
no
out
T
there.
Swift.
Taylor Swift put out
I
a new
was shocked. I
record.
thought
All
she-
the rock stuff. Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, rock is
and
not-
Morgan Wallen.
Rock was not a part of the top 10 at all. It's pop, it's rap, it's country. That's where people are listening.
And even the country is
is being shattered here today. Seems like
I'll
it's
take some of
just
that.
like it used to be, man. Just the
Wow.
label stuffing people down our throats, man.
It's so true. I can't wait to see everybody's lists next week when we
Yeah.
talk about it.
Ooh, I wonder what my top artist is going to be.
I'm going
I
to
was
be
surprised
embarrassed
by
when
mine.
mine's Morgan Wallen and Kendrick Lamar. Those are my top 2.
Yep.
I bet Willie Nelson is, at least in Rafe's, if not Scott's, top 10 artists of 2025. And Willie is tired of the internet trying to kill him off. And he finally said so in the most Willie way possible. So he posted a few photos on Instagram of himself snoozing on a couch with the caption, "If you believe those AI death stories one more time." So for months, fake AI generated posts have been popping up claiming that he had passed in a hospital or worse. And so I saw this yesterday. I saw a Clint Eastwood AI death thing that was like Clint Eastwood, 1920 12 to 2025 or however the hell old he is. And
He's
so,
talking to an empty chair in a hospital.
so Willie is alive, and he would like us all to stop posting about him being dead.
I don't even like talking about
Oh,
it.
I got my Spotify Wrapped is out.
Okay, let's wait till Moon's back next week, and let's go through everybody's.
Would you like to just guess my most played song of the year?
Toto,
I don't want. I
is
want to
wild.
wait. I don't. This is exciting. I
do
wanna
you
know
like
what
pina
everybody
coladas?
thinks.
Okay, I'm not going to.
Don't share. Let's wait till everybody's back. Just when you think that all the fun Christmas games have been done, think again. Whamageddon is the ultimate holiday survival game. The challenge, to make it until Christmas Eve without hearing Wham's Last Christmas. And people think that this is easy, but it's really not, because that song is everywhere. It tops the radio stations that play nonstop Christmas music, which is playing at your dental office. And so here's the rules. If you hear the 1984 original version of the song, that you have to post your fail to Whamageddon, okay? Covers, remixes, you're totally safe. But if you hear the original 1984 version of Wham with Last Christmas, you're out. So it's Whamageddon if you see that out and about.
Okay, so I just got sent this. And I don't know who sent this. So this is your Christmas playlist might be stressing out your pets, and it's got the worst offending song. So apparently, pet behavioral studies show that slow tempo music, 50 to 60 beats per minute, helps reduce stress in dogs. Meaning high beat per minute Christmas music may have the opposite effect.
Oh.
And the worst Christmas song, the song that is stressing out your pets the most,
Paul McCartney,
is Wham's Last Christmas.
Okay.
So if you got Wham's Last Christmas playing in your house, you are stressing out your pets.
That's hilarious.
The Rockefeller Center Christmas tree lighting is happening tonight, you guys. Did you ever, when living in New York, did you go down to see it?
It was a tourist thing to do.
Was it? Well, that sucks.
You would just complain that there are so many people over there. You go, ah.
It's so cool to see the big tree, though.
I mean, I've seen the big tree. I've never gone to the lighting ceremony itself.
Okay.
But you get like if you work in Midtown, you get pissed off because it's so many people.
Right.
And if you're going to work there,
2 hour
around
long
there,
experience.
Like, oh God.
Well, Reba McEntire is hosting the event. You're going to see Michael Bublé, New Edition, Brad Paisley, Gwen Stefani. The Rockettes will be there, of course. And then it will be remained on display until mid-January. It's 75 feet tall, 50,000 LED lights on the tree. Wow. And the wires connecting all of the lights are more than 5 miles long, which is kind of interesting. So if you're going to New York anytime soon, go check it out.
Wait, so can you explain that Whamageddon thing again?
Whamageddon, we're trying to make it without hearing it. So we're just trying to make it to Christmas Eve without hearing the Wham song. So you're dodging Wham.
But how's it go again?
Everybody tap out.
Yeah. You're all done. You're done. Get out of here. Whamageddon's over.
Let's go rollerblade.
Nice. Okay.
Whamageddon's over.
Whamageddon's done. Really sad news yesterday, guys. Dave Coulier, he already beat stage 3 non-Hodgkin lymphoma 7 months ago, and now he is dealing with tongue cancer. So here is Dave on the Today Show revealing that he got diagnosed with cancer again.
Oh, my God.
It's terrible.
This is terrible. Hang on. Here's Dave Coulier.
Totally unrelated to the previous cancer that I had. So in October of this year, went in for a PET scan, just a routine checkup, and something flared on the PET scan, and it turned out that I have P16 squamous carcinoma at the base of my tongue.
Oh.
So I said to the doctors, I said, well, did this happen because of the lymphoma? And they said, totally unrelated.
Oh.
So they said, well, now you're going to have to go through radiation. So I'm currently going through 35 radiation treatments. I'll be done, though, December 31st.
So he says it actually stemmed from HPV, which is a sexually transmittable virus. And he said that, hey, having HPV virus for up to 30 years ago, a lot of people carry the HPV virus and don't even know. And
Didn't Michael Douglas get tongue cancer from that, too?
I believe so.
You got something.
Yes, thank you, Ray, for making that motion with your tongue.
Also, what's up, Dave Coulier?
We had him in here. He was a super
Looks like
nice
Dave
guy.
was
So
going down
sweet.
on people in the theater, too.
Thank you, Rafe. Super nice guy. And when you think about one of the most angry records
Jagged
of the
Little
90s,
Pill.
Jagged Little Pill from Alanis Morissette, that being about him.
I know.
It just blows my mind.
Hey, good people can be jerks, too.
Guess where we got it from.
That's her story, man.
Uh-huh. Has he released any details on...
He was cool. Yeah. I saw an interview with him where he was like, hey, man, I love her. She's great. She took a little artistic license. I don't have a problem with it. And he was kind of cool about it. He was just like, we were young.
She's heartbroken.
Yeah,
there are two sides to every story.
Well, for sure.
I don't think he knew it was about him either, like until
really?
it came out and someone called him and he goes, whoa, did somebody say world?
David Letterman is going to be interviewing Michael B. Jordan, Mr. Beast, and Jason Bateman on the new season of My Next Guest Needs No Introduction. I just watched the Adam Sandler premiere yesterday. It was great. Oh, my gosh.
I didn't realize Adam Sandler's got a movie coming out with George Clooney.
Yeah, Jake Kelly.
Yeah, it looks good.
I'm going to watch it on Christmas. Yeah.
That comes out when? Christmas?
It's coming out soon. Before Christmas.
Huh.
Yeah, it looks really good.
There's a couple good movies coming out there. So there's that one I want to see, and there's one, Timothy Chalamet is, it's a movie about, is it a ping pong player?
I haven't seen that.
Anybody know this movie?
Mm-mm.
No.
Supposed to be good too?
No, I saw some weird Chalamet video with him like yelling on a Zoom call about the color orange. Did you guys see that?
Mm-mm.
I can't tell if it's a promotion for that movie or if he's finally lost his mind.
The movie's called Marty Supreme.
And he's a ping pong player?
It's based on the real life of a 1950s table tennis player and hustler.
Hustler Magazine?
No.
Oh. Well, then I will not be watching.
I'm a little disappointed
Gwyneth
that
Paltrow's in it.
You haven't gone to theaters to see Sisu 2.
That just came out.
That's up your alley. I'm surprised you haven't flocked.
Sisu 1. Well, we looked for it on Amazon, and it's not out on streaming yet. Sisu 1 was amazing.
This one's getting like 95% on Rotten
Tomatoes. It's a great movie. Watch the first one.
Speaking of movies, if you keep up with Quentin Tarantino, you probably know he's got a very deep love for Toy Story 3, but he actually made a list of top 20 movies of the 21st century. So Tarantino set only one rule for himself, only one film per director. And so here's some of his favorite movies. Do you want me to do all 20?
So Tarantino's favorite movies.
Yeah.
Of the 21st century?
Of the 21st century.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I'll start with number 20. So West Side Story from 2021.
Okay.
Cabin Fever from 2002, Moneyball, Brad Pitt, 2011, Chocolat from 2008, The Devil's Rejects from 2005, that's number 16, The Passion of the Christ, 2004, School of Rock, number 14, Jackass the Movie, Big Bad Wolves, number 11, Battle Royale, number 10, Midnight in Paris, number 9, Shaun of the Dead, Mad Max Fury Road, Unstoppable, Zodiac, number 5, There Will Be Blood, number 4, Dunkirk, number 3, Lost in Translation, number 2, his favorite, Toy Story 3, only at number 2.
Number 1 is Quentin Tarantino's favorite movie of the 21st century. What genre?
Action, true story.
Action, true story. Big star?
Yeah.
Did we all see it?
I did not, but I don't normally watch movies
Is it a
like
superhero?
this.
Not a superhero movie, is it?
It's, I mean, you could call these men superheroes.
I think we all owned it on DVD.
I'll tell you some of the guys in it. So Ewan McGregor is in it, Tom Hardy, Orlando Bloom, Eric Bana, and Josh Hartnett.
It's a 9/11 movie.
Is it a 9/11 movie?
It is.
Which movie?
It's Black Hawk Down.
Yeah. Where they're in
2001
Somalia.
Not 9/11.
movie.
Yeah. They go over to Somalia.
That's
and
not
have
9/11.
It was
helicopter.
released in 2001.
It was released on 9/11.
It was released on 9/11, Riz.
But did you all own it?
Black Hawk Down.
No, it's a great movie. Though. His favorite movie is Black Hawk Down
Yeah,
of the 21st century.
surprisingly.
Great movie.
It is an incredible film. Yeah.
Guys, Chuck Norris is 85 years old. He's still focused very much on fitness, and he recently posted a workout update to Instagram. So fans admire him for his physical prowess, and he recently filmed a secret agent zombie movie called Zombie Plane with other celebrities. It's going to come out next year. And despite not having, a 2025 TV schedule, he continues to have a loyal fan base, and he's encouraging everybody to keep going, continuing to set goals in life regardless of your age. He's 85, still looks great, still high kicking and all sorts of stuff. So you want to follow his lead? Go check him out on Instagram.
Nice.
And finally, if you want to be big business, Kim Kardashian is releasing a masterclass, and in it, she gives us a sneak peek of her 10 Commandments. Commandments.
Yes, the woman who was just diagnosed with low brain activity.
Yes, holes in the brain, possibly I hope not strokes, who knows. Here are the 10 Commandments.
Commandments.
Number 10, because I said so. Number 9, Empires are built before dawn. Number 8, know your worth and then add tax. Number 7, culture sets the time. Number 6, your customer is your co-founder. Number 5, turn failure into strategy. Number 4, don't follow the feed, be the feed. Number 3, define yourself before others do. Number 2, they prove it, you perfect it. And the number 1, to always know, the number 1 commandment is you are the product.
Okay.
So there you go. Big
Thank you.
business. And that's your crap.
All right, celebrating a birthday today, Brian Bonsall. You know him as Young Andrew in the final years of Family Ties. He also played Worf's son on Star Trek The Next Generation. He is 44. Anna Klumsky,
My girl,
Amy from Veep, and,
Veda.
yep, star of the My Girl movies. She is
I
45.
saw an interview with Macaulay about that. And they used real bees on him when he was a kid. It's crazy. He's
Really?
Like, they did 4 takes and he got stung once. And they were like honeybees, and they put this like pheromone on him, the queen pheromone, so the drones would be attracted to him. And
Oh, my God, I didn't know
so
that.
when he, I thought it was CGI this whole time. Hollywood was crazy in the 90s, dude. They're like, we have a child, let's cover him in bees.
Yeah.
See if he's allergic.
Sean Parker. So Justin Timberlake played him in the Social Network. He founded Napster. He leached off of Facebook and is heavily invested in Spotify. Sean Parker is 46. Brendan Fraser is 57. Montel Jordan. This is how we do it. He's now a pastor in Georgia. He is 57. Julianne Moore is 65. Daryl Hannah, married to Neil Young, is 65. And Ozzy Osbourne would have been 77 today.
R.I.P.
Today's porno birthday, which is brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, Tanya Danielle. And today's birthday girl has been in 424 fine films, including Aces in the Holes, Asian Persuasion, Boob Cruise 2000, The Catfight Club 2, Double Airbags 5 and 7, The Enema Affairs 4, The Foot Files 2, I Licked a Girl and I Liked It. Not the Osbournes, but the Osporns. And who can forget her role in the classic, original, 2004's Say Aloha to My Ahola.
We love this title.
Tanya Danielle is
Welcome,
49
Maliki
years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back, and we will give out some stuff. Rafe, after the break, we're playing
Majority Rule.
Majority Rules. Okay.
Very easy.
Explain.
You will call in. You will be given a category that will have a definitive answer. Everyone else in the room will also answer. That will be 5 of us total. Will you be on the side of the majority or the minority? The majority wins. For instance, I might ask you to name a Steven Spielberg movie.
Okay.
And whatever we have. But this one is actually a fan sent in a thing. These are going to be either or majority rules. So you're going to have a better chance of
So
winning.
they will give their answer. If they're in the majority, they win.
It's that simple.
So we'll do
If
2
we
out
all
of 3.
agree. Well, you get the best 2 out of 3. That's correct.
Best 2 out of 3. We've got tickets to go see Avatar, Point Ho Ho Show, Friday at the pageant. Tickets to go see Blue October, Ho Ho Show, Saturday, Stiefel Theater. Tickets for Ezra Ray Hart, Ho Ho Show, December 10th at the Factory. Tickets for Riz Show Game Night coming up not this Friday, but a week from Friday, December 12th at the pageant. And we got tickets to go see Guns N' Roses August 16th at Busch Stadium. Tickets are on sale Friday at 10 a.m. So if you want to play Majority Rules, 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. We'll play next. All right, so people are booking their accommodations for the holidays right now. So are more people booking hotels or skipping the hotel and going for Airbnbs or, Verbos? What's it in 2025? Hotels or the private listings?
I think we're going to go private listings.
Have we made that turn yet?
I think it's turned back to hotels. I think it was private listings, but I think that people got greedy, man, with all the cleaning fees and the costs, and it became just as expensive as hotels.
Rafe Williams, you are 100% correct.
Wow.
Yeah. And for that almost exact reason. So the verdict for 2025, most Americans are skipping the Airbnbs and checking into hotels instead. 62% of travelers prefer hotels.
You know what it is, though? I think around this time of the year, we all want to be Kevin McAllister. In Home Alone 2 and staying at the hotel, maybe at the Plaza. And it's more fun, because why wouldn't you just stay home?
Well, there's a couple different reasons they give as to why people are going to hotels. So first off, nobody wants to pay a cleaning fee to only be told that you got to take out the trash and strip the bed.
Well,
That's number one.
100%.
That's number one.
You have chores. You don't get waited on. You have chores to do.
Yeah. You got chores to do, or else you get dinged if you don't do them.
Yeah, and it's kind of a crapshoot, too. Like, if you can go to some places, and they look good in the pictures, and you're like, ugh, and you don't really have any recourse other than to be like, I won't book this again.
People prefer hotels specifically to avoid cleaning rules and surprise fees. Then people choose hotels because they want the perks, the pool, the gym, the room service. And also, a lot of people now are feeling like hotels are a little more upfront about what you're actually going to pay.
Yeah. And they might be even more convenient than Airbnbs because they're usually, if you're going to a conference or you're in a town, it's just down the street from where you're at.
I think Airbnb was good when it started, when it was people actually, maybe renting out a vacation home or second home or even their house when they were out of town and making a little money on the side. As soon as people started buying up properties, turning Airbnbs into businesses, they started getting greedy.
Well, yeah, the guilt factor is also, there's a pretty big ethical debate with it. Like, a lot of travelers think short-term rentals drive up housing costs for locals. And a lot of people are like, I'm not gonna contribute to this. But also, short-term rentals, haven't lost everybody, though. If you're traveling with a big group, a house still makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was just talking about with the girlfriend. We're thinking about going to Miami next year for her 40th. And I was like, let's get a house. Because we want to stay all together. It's not as much fun. We want to cook breakfast in the morning. And stuff.
And that's good for if you got a big group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. And it'll be cheaper. And if you don't mind kind of doing some of the cleaning and stuff.
Which I don't.
Yeah,
you love it.
It's my love language.
Short-term rental is a really cool concept because it allows people to make, compete with the giant hotel chains. But the problem is a lot of the giant hotel chains also got into the short-term and raised prices as well. And then it just makes it crazy, less competitive.
Listen, the short-term rentals do have their benefits. Again, the big groups.
Big groups are great. But if you're renting a beach, like when we went to Cozumel, we took 15 people, and it was cheaper to rent a house on the beach that was this thing was space. In my opinion, it's like a mansion. You
Space,
know what I mean? It was
privacy, the ability to cook in the kitchen. Those are big. These are big selling points.
Yeah, you save money.
But yeah, so we seem to be going back to the hotels.
Yeah, man. People, they got too greedy, man. You get on some of these Airbnbs and it'd be like $67 a night. And you're like, great. You click on it, and then it's like $480 cleaning fee.
You go, what is that?
You're like, okay, so it's really like $300 a night to stay in this apartment that looks like you put IKEA furniture in it. Mm-hmm. Off the Hollywood Walk of Fame, which is a terrible part of L.A. that people don't know when they book it. And it's like, why not just stay in a hotel?
Yeah, have everything taken care of. Yeah. Let's give away some stuff. We got a lot of stuff to give away. Avatar tickets, Blue October tickets, Ezra Ray Hart tickets, Riz Show Game Night tickets, and Guns N' Roses tickets.
Whoa.
And today's contest is sponsored by
CarStar, your auto body repair experts, locally owned with nationwide guarantee. See carstar.com for a location near you.
All right, we all got pens. We're going to write down our answers. We're playing majority rules. So Rafe's going to throw out a category. We're going to write our answers down in here. You're going to then give your answer on the phone. If you are in the majority for the answers, well, you get a check mark. Ding, 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 ding. 2 out of 3 times in the majority, you win. Okay, let's go to the phones. 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. Let's go to Brandy on line 1. Hello, Brandy.
Hello.
All right, Brandy, if you were to win, what do you want?
Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses.
All right, Brandy.
Guns N' Roses, August 16th at Busch. Okay. Don't say your answer yet, Brandy.
Yeah. You got to wait till everybody in the room has answered. And big thanks to listener Nick B. He emailed a list, and I thought it would be good for majority rule.
Okay.
And it's kind of an either or. One band. So what we're going to play here, I'm going to give you names of bands or artists. You got to keep one, and you don't get to listen to the other one forever.
Oh, okay.
One's a keeper.
One's a keeper.
One's
and
got to go.
And one you can never listen to again.
They don't stop. They don't cease to exist. They Whamageddon. You never hear it. You never get to hear it again.
Okay.
All right, Brandy. Do not answer yet. Group. Alanis Morissette or Pink?
Who are we listening to, or who are we getting rid of?
Who are you keeping? Alanis Morissette or Pink? Who's staying?
Okay.
All right.
You know when everyone's answered?
Ready?
You want to do all three, or do you want to do these one at a time? Let's do one at a time.
Let's do one at a time. All right, you got an answer, Scott?
Yep, I got an answer.
All right. Brandy? Alanis Morissette or Pink? Who are you keeping?
Alanis Morissette.
Alanis Morissette. Scott Rizzuto.
Alanis.
King Scott.
Alanis.
This is a quorum.
Okay. Next.
All right. Easy so far. Next up, who you keeping? Rage Against the Machine or Linkin Park?
Okay.
Rage or Linkin Park?
Ready.
Doggone it. All right.
Okay, yeah.
You know when everyone's ready?
Everybody's ready.
Brandy, who you keeping? Rage or Linkin Park?
Rage.
Rage. Learn Elwell.
Rage.
King Scott.
Lincoln Park.
Scott Rizzuto.
Rage Against the Machine.
All comes down to me. Of course, I am keeping Rage because it sounds so much like my name.
All right, congratulations, Brandy. You win. You're going to go to Guns N' Roses. Hang on.
That was a close one.
Let's go to Marty. Hello, Marty.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Marty, what are you gonna choose if you win?
We're doing Rizzuto game night.
All right, a week from Friday, December 12th, at the pageant. All right, here we go.
Marty, good luck, buddy. Don't answer until I call on you. Group, who's staying? Korn or Slipknot?
Okay, so the one you keep.
The one that goes away forever. You can never hear their music again.
Okay.
Okay, ready.
Ready.
All right, Marty, who you keeping? Korn or Slipknot?
Corn.
Okay.
Korn. King Scott.
Corn.
Scott. Rizzuto.
Corn.
Learn Elwell.
Corn.
I said Slipknot. I'm in the minority here.
Marty gets it. Okay.
I've heard all the corn I need to hear. All right. Let's see. Group, U2 or the Police?
Oh,
That's a good one.
boy.
That's a good one.
Oh boy.
Ouch.
Yeah, they're going to
I
get a
don't
little
really
tougher.
love either one, I'll be honest
You
with
were
you.
listening to U2 yesterday.
Yeah, but
The Fly.
I could have been listening to the Police yesterday.
U2,
I like certain songs.
Right. Same.
But I wouldn't consider myself an enthusiast of either band.
Same. This is going to be hard.
let me know when everyone's done.
Okay, I'm done.
All right, done.
Done.
Everyone's done. Marty, U2 or the Police? Who you keeping and who goes into exile?
That is a tough one, man, but we'll go Police.
Police. Scott Rizzuto.
Police.
King Scott.
You too.
Learn Elwell.
U2.
Comes down to Rafe.
You know who the hater is in the room. I will be keeping the
yeah.
Police.
Yeah, all right. Congratulations, Marty.
Marty played the odds. Good for you.
Going to Riz Show Live. Hang on. All right, let's go to Chris. Hello, Chris.
Okay.
Happy birthday, Riz.
Thanks, buddy. All right, if you were to win, what do you want?
Riz Show game night, of
Riz
course.
Show game night. Okay, let's play.
All right. Let's do a little. Who am I talking to on the phone?
Chris.
Chris, don't answer.
Hurricane
Chris.
Chris.
Chris, don't answer. Little hurricane. Let's go. Let's do this one. Wu-Tang Clan or Kendrick Lamar?
How dare you?
Wu-Tang Clan or Kendrick Lamar. One goes away
Forever?
forever.
Man.
Okay.
Wu-Tang or Kendrick
I'm ready.
Man.
Lamar.
I'm ready.
I'm ready, I guess.
This is a heartbreaker.
I'm ready.
Everybody's ready? Chris. Chris.
Well, Learn's going to say Kendrick Lamar, but the right answer is Wu-Tang.
Oh, no, I
Okay.
think I throw me under the bus, but yeah.
He said, Chris says Wu-Tang.
All right. Scott Rizzuto.
I said Kendrick.
You keeping Kendrick.
I'm keeping Kendrick. I know, Chris.
Oh, yeah,
it broke
Chris.
my heart.
Oh,
New
man,
York,
that's-
huh?
I know, but they're from Staten Island.
He's
Said
blazing all of us.
Kendrick.
He said Kendrick.
I said Kendrick, of course.
I said the correct answer, which is the Wu-Tang Clan.
All right. Well,
All for
right.
one,
Think
Chris.
of all the music that goes away with
Well,
Wu-Tang.
yeah, there's probably
you
no
lose all
Kendrick.
Method Man.
I
You lose
know.
all of
Okay.
it.
all right, listen. You asked us our opinion. We gave it.
Well, you
Next.
said Wu-Tang.
You guys are pieces of trash.
That's
all right.
accurate.
Tool or Primus?
Okay.
Tool
Ready?
or Primus?
Yeah.
Ready.
Everybody's ready.
All right,
Chris.
well, I like Primus more, but everybody's going to say Tool, so I'm going to say let's keep Tool.
All right.
Well, and that's his majority rule. Smart play. Learn Elwell.
Tool.
King Scott.
Tool.
Riz. Tool.
Yes.
We all
Tool.
said Tool.
Even though
That was a
Primus-
gimme. Here's
Both
one that'll
great
tear
bands.
the very fabric of space and time
For the
inside this
win.
room for the win.
For the win.
Group. One goes away forever. Forever. Never hear another song by them. And one stays. Van Halen or Aerosmith.
Oh my God. Yes. Oh my heart.
Okay.
Van Halen. Who you keeping? Van Halen or
I'm ready.
Aerosmith?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
This is going to be a tough one. This is going to hurt, Chris. This is going to hurt the room whether you win or lose. Chris, who you keeping? Aerosmith or Van Halen?
I'm keeping Van Halen.
Chris says Van Halen. I'll start. King Scott.
I went Aerosmith.
Scott Rizzuto.
Aerosmith.
Learn Elwell.
Oh, no.
Aerosmith.
Oh,
It don't matter what I say.
no. Sorry,
Oh,
Chris.
Chris. Sorry, buddy.
You said
Bye, pal.
Van Halen.
I said Aerosmith, actually.
You did?
I did.
Wow.
It's written
Wow.
right there. And
Oh,
it,
that's
very
very
surprising.
surprising. Yeah.
it hurt. It hurt, but I think body of work. I think
Because you'd have to accept Sammy if you accepted full Van Halen.
that's true. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't pick Sammy over
Now I feel bad. I should have
Aerosmith.
all about it. All
gone
right,
Van
Matt.
Halen.
Matt's on the phone.
It hurts me.
Good morning, guys. Happy
Good morning,
birthday.
Matt. If you were to win, what do you want?
Let's go Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses, August 16th.
And Roses.
Here we
All
go.
right, group. Don't answer yet. This is Matt on the phone.
This is Matt.
Matt, don't answer yet. Group. Led Zeppelin or Black Sabbath.
Okay, who am I keeping? And
Who stays and who goes?
all right, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Ready.
This is a tough one. Oh man, you guys answered quickly. All right, Chris, Black
It's
Sabbath.
Matt.
Excuse me, Matt. Black Sabbath. or Led Zeppelin. Who
Like
are
you
you
said, it's a tough
keeping?
one. I'm gonna go with Black Sabbath.
He's saying Black Sabbath.
Okay,
Let's go around the room.
learn.
Led Zeppelin.
King,
Led Zeppelin.
Riz,
Led Zeppelin.
Oh.
and what did Matt say?
He said Black Sabbath. It doesn't matter.
I also said Black
On
Sabbath.
Ozzy's birthday, by the way, we all are.
Listen,
bad.
I gotta. These are tough. These are tough choices.
But, you know,
As much as I love
Like
Led
Riz said,
Zeppelin,
body
I would
of
keep
work.
Black Sabbath.
Okay.
All right, group. Don't answer Matt for the comeback. Soundgarden or Alice in Chains.
Oh, oh my God, no, no.
Okay. Ready.
Soundgarden or Alice in Chains.
Oh, man.
You know when you have ripped your heart out and thrown it on the floor.
Okay, my heart is on the floor.
Okay.
All right, Matt. Soundgarden or Alice in Chains. Who you keeping?
Let's go with Alice in Chains on this one.
Okay, Scott Rizzuto.
Alice in Chains.
King Scott.
I know they influenced Scott's Alice in Chains did, but I'm going Soundgarden.
Okay.
I'm going Alice in Chains.
I said Soundgarden.
So
And
he
he
wins.
said.
Alice in Chains.
He said Alice in. Oh,
That's one.
3-2.
that's one. Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
That's hard.
Group Rob Zombie or Marilyn Manson.
Who am I keeping? And
Who you
am I
keeping
ditching?
and who you trashing? Rob Zombie or Marilyn Manson?
Okay, let's
I'm
go.
done.
Everybody's done. Matt, who you keeping?
Let's go Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie.
Rob Zombie. I said Rob Zombie. Learn.
I said Rob Zombie.
King.
I said Rob Zombie.
And I said Rob Zombie.
we got a sweep.
Okay.
Wow.
Not a Manson house.
Congrats.
Come back.
All right, let's go to Shane. Hello, Shane.
Big comeback.
What's up, guys?
All right, Shane, what do you want if you win?
What's up?
What do you want if you win?
Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses.
Guns N'
Okay,
Roses.
let's go.
Okay. Group, Shane, don't answer. Limp Bizkit or System of a Down?
Okay. Got it?
Dang.
Got it.
Got her.
Shane, who are you keeping? Limp Bizkit or System of a Down?
Biscuit.
Biscuit.
Riz,
Limp Bizkit.
King,
Good old Limp.
Learn.
Limp Biscuit.
I said System of a Down.
Okay.
Shane takes it. Yep. 1 for 1.
1 for 1. All right. Group, Beatles or Stones?
Ooh,
the quintessential either or.
serious.
The Beatles
Dad.
or the Rolling Stones?
Got it.
Got it. Shane. Who you keeping?
Rolling Stones.
He says
Keeping
the
the Stones. Riz.
The Beatles.
King.
Beatles.
Learn.
Stones.
Comes down to Rafe Williams.
I'll never be your beast of burden, Shane. I said the Rolling Stones.
All right. Wow. Shane takes it.
Wrong, eh?
One of Guns N' Roses. And finally, let's go to Sam. Hello, Sam.
Good morning.
All right, Sam, here we go. If you were to win, what do you want?
Guns N' Roses, please.
Final pair of tickets. All right, here we go.
All right, group, don't answer. AC/DC or Kiss?
Okay.
AC/DC or
Man.
Kiss?
All right, I'm done.
One
Done.
goes away forever, one stays.
I think I'm done.
All right. What was caller's name?
Sam.
Sam?
ACDC.
AC/DC. Learn.
Kiss.
What?
King.
Kiss.
What?
Riz.
AC/DC.
What'd you pick?
Daddy says, you shook me on low. AC/DC, baby.
Yeah.
Got it.
I can live without Kiss for the rest of my life.
Oh,
it
come
hurts,
on.
Brian.
What?
Their
I've
songs.
seen
They
them
got their
more.
songs.
Their
But there's
songs-
so much more
AC/DC's
fun.
got such great, such a
Yeah,
catalog.
I know,
Oh, my
I
God.
know.
Yeah,
I
my
like to
friend
party
Brian
with
Reeves just had,
Chris.
he literally just wrecked his car hearing me say that. That's the only thing he cares about.
Okay. For the win,
All right. What did he want tickets to?
Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses.
Okay. Sex Pistols or the Ramones?
Oh, God.
Oh, jeez.
Done.
See.
Done.
Got it.
Everybody's done. Sam, Sex Pistols or the Ramones?
Man, that's a tough one. I'm going to go with Ramones.
All right. Riz.
Ramones.
King.
Ramones.
Ramon.
This was not as tough as you think. We all said the
Sam
Ramones.
wins. Congratulations. Guns N' Roses.
Easy walking apart.
You are
there.
going. Hang on. Just a couple more around the room. Just 2 more. Just around the room for fun.
All right, around the room for fun. Well, I had this one, but I didn't want to say it because everybody wanted tickets to the show. Guns N' Roses or Motley Crue?
Oh, gun stays.
Guns.
I'm going to say Motley Crue.
Really?
I listen to more Motley Crue
What
than
about you?
Guns.
I got to say Guns N' Roses, but that, it hurts. to
Gun
say.
stays.
It hurts for Motley Crue to go away. TLC or Destiny's Child?
Oh,
Oh, easy.
TLC.
TLC. stays.
TLC.
I agree, TLC. You lose, but what if you lose all Beyonce's work too?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
haven't
I'm
listened to
still
any of
going
her
with that.
songs.
Okay. Let's see, which one did I not use? Green Day or Rancid?
Oh, Green Day stays.
Yeah, Green Day.
Rancid, I think.
Rancid stays for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Leonard Skinnard or the Allman Brothers Band?
Skinner stays.
I'm going to go Allman Brothers.
Man, that is. Yeah, I'm
See, I
going.
want to like Skinner or ZZ Top. Who stays? Who goes?
ZZ Top stays for me.
Yeah, ZZ stays for me.
ZZ Top stays. Or who stays for you?
That's so
I think I would just.
possible.
I think I'd kill myself rather
What?
than make that decision. That's how much I care.
Chicago or Journey?
Oh, man.
Chicago stays.
Journey, because the old Journey, so different than what the new Journey was.
Yeah, I'd keep Journey, but it would hurt me to. That's a
Journey?
lot of horn players going away forever.
Journey or
Peter
REO
Cetera.
Speedwagon?
Oh gosh.
I'm keeping REO,
Yeah,
dude. I'm
REO.
a piece of trash, dude. I still feel like I'm in a T-top Camaro anytime, like, Take It on the Run comes on. I'm like, I just love them.
Billy Madison.
They're
was
the
also-
ultimate, like, just 80s pulp trash band, and I love it.
Learn who goes away, 9 Inch Nails or Pearl Jam. With Chris Kerber. Talk some blues hockey.
What were we supposed to ask him about?
Oh, he's got great eyebrows.
Oh, that's right.
All right, on the hotline, our buddy, blues announcer Chris Kerber. Good morning, Chris.
Hello, everybody. How are you?
Happy Thanksgiving. Didn't talk to you last week. Hope you had a good turkey day.
Yeah, I did. It was a good, quick one with a lot of hockey surrounding it, but we had a good time. How about you guys?
Yeah, it was good. I took a couple days off last week. It was nice to hang with the family. My favorite day was Saturday. Saturday was my favorite day of the week that I took off because it snowed here and we were all forced to be together at home. Every plan was canceled. It was the first time in a long time that the four of us spent time home with nowhere to go.
Riz, I call that. I've called that for a long time. Found time. So when schedules are going nuts, and it can sometimes be as simple as a soccer practice canceled, right, because of the rain. And next thing you know, you're not driving for the next 2 hours. Kids are like, it's found time. Now it's your choice what you do with the found time, but if you make the most of it, the found time are the best time.
Yeah, well, between the hockey games and the cheer competitions and practices, Saturday morning came and it was, snowing pretty good and everything got canceled. And, it was nice to, listen, even if we weren't all talking to each other, just being in the same room was nice.
Kind of you cherish those moments a little bit more as they're starting to get older.
I guess that's what's it. I guess that, that's what I'm starting to feel that.
Yeah, you know what? It'll happen. See, now on our end, Gracie did not. She stayed down at Louisville to work over the weekend. She's an RA down there. So after Thursday, so we got home about 2 a.m. on Wednesday night.
Right.
Got the turkeys and everything rolling. I did one on the green egg and I did one in the oven. So we had 2 turkeys because we were hosting here, and so I had a great. Perfect day on Thursday, and then Friday, Christy and the other 2 girls jumped in the car to drive down and see their sister. So it was really, even though I was kind of without them for a few days, it was awesome to know they were all together down there. And so for me, it was a happy Thanksgiving weekend.
Well, let me ask you a couple questions here, and this is blues related, and we'll get to the Bennington stuff in a second here, but this whole freak accident with Toropchenko, who's out week to week because he burned his legs in a home accident. Was this a Thanksgiving injury?
Riz, I don't know the details of the injury, and I don't even want to try to speculate on it other than what was released by the team. How it happened, that kind of thing. That I really don't know the answer to that. But I will tell you, it's been a wild year for some things like that. Like that's 3 NHLers. Louis Storinen was injured. He's missing time because of a barbecue pit accident.
Man.
And then Jack Hughes, we were just in New Jersey. He was out 4 to 6 weeks. He ended up cutting his hand at a team dinner.
How about Dustin Penner, who hurt his back eating pancakes? Did you hear about that?
Yeah, that's happened. That's happened. Yep. You remember Mike Matheny missed the playoffs, right? Because he was cut his hand using a knife opening a package.
Oh man, there was
right. So I mean, this stuff does happen, which is what these guys actually. Some pro athletes have like clauses in their contract where they're not allowed to do certain. Now, drinking hot tea is not one of them.
Right.
All right, but like you're not allowed to go snow skiing or things like that, depending on the athlete, depending on what the contract is. Some athletes have these clauses where they pretty much can't do anything that could potentially risk injury.
I know, like a lot of guys in their contracts have clauses saying they can't ride a motorcycle, they can't skateboard, they can't play like pickup basketball games.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, think about if you're the team and you're giving these guys multi-million-dollar contracts, you want to protect your assets.
They should give them all chefs too.
They could afford chefs. That is
the one thing. Like if I had a pro contract like that, I got to think hiring a chef would probably be one of the absolute first things I did.
Oh my God, that is me too, Curbs. I honestly, could you imagine having a chef that's like cooking for your body? Like, oh, you need more protein this week, or hey, we're going to limit your sugar intake. That'd be amazing.
Right, where you just don't have to worry about it. Like last night, we're sitting around going, "Oh man, what do we do? Okay, let's just cook up a box of pasta."
Right.
Yeah.
And like, that was not the healthiest of ideas, but but we'll make it work. Yeah, no, I think I agree with you. I think a chef would definitely be top of the list.
Well, also, I don't want to take a risk. I burn myself all the time. I don't want to take a risk of spilling,
That's because
something on my lap.
You make meatballs with no
Yeah.
shirt on. That's your problem. You're
I've
getting
only done that once.
Okay, well,
Okay.
one time is too much.
Wait, did that really happen?
No, I didn't make meatballs. I was eating meatballs in bed, shirtless. Okay.
You've done
And then you
that
dropped
before.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a burn on his areola
It was
curves.
a rock bottom moment for myself. I was eating.
You're eating meatballs in bed with your shirt. Like, what in the world's going on in life that says it's not worth sitting up at the kitchen counter to eat meatballs?
Okay. Can I even tell you what makes it even better? My wife and kids were out of town. Okay. So there was a NASCAR race on.
No more said.
So I was sitting in bed. I didn't even put it in a plate. Like, I was just eating out of the pot.
You're like the woman in The Wedding Singer that pays Robbie Hart with the meatballs.
Yes.
Like that, you were just eating them out of your hand, like the old lady.
I used a fork. Okay, get that out of here. I'm not a savage.
Okay, wait. Now, in all fairness, and I don't think that Learn's going to fully understand this, but the fact that you said that your wife and kids were out of town excuses all of it.
Yeah, no, and
you became the king of your domain for a little while, and you chose to eat meatballs without a shirt in bed. Okay,
there was spaghetti
you know
too.
What? Respect to you.
And as I was picking a spaghetti strand off my chest and putting it in my mouth, I thought, man, if my wife walked through the door right now, that she would, and I wouldn't blame her divorcing me. That was probably a rock bottom moment in my life.
I'm glad she didn't have.
Yeah. I think it's actually a fantastic moment. You should have done it. That's okay.
Look at me.
Speaking of meatballs, Curbs, what do we think of the catering at the DraftKings event you hosted the other day, man? You did a great job.
I appreciate that. I did not have a whole lot to eat there. I didn't have a lot of time on a game day, but, it was actually, the part that the people didn't get to see is, downstairs when Isaac Bruce and Brett Hull kind of in their green room were kind of placing their bets. Brett was going through. He's like, no, I'm taking a Sidney Crosby 2 points. I'm taking a goal here, this, that. I'm like, that's actually a pretty good bet.
He hit it.
Did he hit it?
Yeah, he hit the parlay. It was like Sidney Crosby for 2 and then 2 other guys to score a goal. And then Isaac Bruce, bless his heart, he's like, what did Isaac Bruce bet?
He bet the Patriots money line.
Patriots straight up. And I was like, wow, man, you sure you want to take that big risk? They're sweet guys, though, man. You did a great job. You got great eyebrows. We agreed on that.
Thank you. Agreed on that.
Great brow.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? Those eyebrows are like the beautiful drapes.
Listen, I appreciate the fact that I've really listened sincerely there, Rafe. I do appreciate the fact that you're making it plural and not one eyebrow. So I appreciate the fact that you notice the details.
Kerber, do you wax your brows or pluck them?
No. Okay. Well, this is just way
Here
too
we go.
far.
Let's go.
Come on, let's.
When I drop my, my wife will set up an appointment for one of the girls, and every time, I don't know, is she a stylist? I don't know what her actual title is, but she comes out and she goes, "Are you ready yet?" I went, "No, I'm not ready yet." And that's so. No, I don't. You just, take the old razor down the middle of it, make sure that there's a separation. But listen, I don't know if you guys know about the Farmer's Almanac, but I can pretty much predict how bad the winter's going to be by about, August based on the thickness of these eyebrows.
So is it like the willy worms? If the eyebrows have certain rings in them, you know that it's going to be a cold winter?
Oh, then you know it's going to it's going to be an absolute cold winter.
No, so we looked at a still shot from the event on Monday, and man, remarkable. I go, man, you do got good eyebrows.
That's great.
You're a handsome man, Chris Kerber.
Listen, that's kind of once I lost all the hair on the top of my head, I figured I just let these things grow out, and then I could do a comb back. We'll be all right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I said. I go, he's accepted. He's bixed the dome. But the eyebrows are doing a lot of work.
Well, now that he's on TV too, this is all stuff you got to pay attention to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, he looks great.
No, listen, guys, I'll tell you what. Like the single biggest stress about the TV thing, and like I'm doing it right now, I'm like, how the hell do I match a tie with a shirt? And it's not an easy thing for me to do. I met my wife. She sold me a suit. That's how Christy and I met. So, unfortunately, I forgot to say, can you help me set the clothes out for the week, the road trip? But that's where we're at. And then I let my know, like my kids will text me after a game, good fit, or they'll say bad fit, or Dad, did Mom dress you? That kind of stuff. But I know, listen, guys, I know my role in life. I know my lot in life, okay? It's big lungs and some pipes. Mm-hmm. I can't do anything about the looks, and if the eyebrows become your main, feature, like if you were to be, a caricature, it'd be like me and Sully from Sesame Street there, the construction guy, we'll be okay.
Yeah, we could dress like slobs here on the radio. Yeah, it's part
No,
of
we
the
don't.
course.
Yeah. Dude, you could tell with the DraftKings thing who the radio people were. We all looked like degenerates.
No, you don't.
Yes, we did. Everybody had quarter zips and suits on, and I go, man, look at these radio slobs all coming in. And I'm like, we all just look like degenerates who just wandered in off the street for free spin dip.
And listen, that whole it's a whole interesting time when it comes to the sports world and that kind of stuff too, right? So it's I figured that if John Clayton can have a career on ESPN for as long as he did, I'm not so worried about my looks.
Let's talk some Blues hockey. Unfortunately, what's kind of overshadowed everything, because the Blues were going for 3 wins in a row.
Yeah.
And they lost that game to Anaheim. But the story was Binnington getting pulled early and screaming at the coach on the bench and then storming off to the locker room. Later, they both said they love each other and they moved on. This is a clear HR violation. You can't yell at your boss, right, Chris? In any other workplace, if an employee screams at the boss in front of everybody, storms out, HR is calling a meeting.
Yeah, but I think in sports we prove that sometimes you can actually go ahead and show emotion. Guys, I don't have any problem with this. Jordan Binnington, he's a competitor. He's fiery. It's not the first time. And we see this happen. You see it happen a ton. You see it happen a lot over the years. Like, it's nothing more to it than the guy's an emotional guy. That's how he plays. That's how he fires himself up. That's how he gets going. He wanted to be in there. He wanted to shut things down, and he typically does more times than not. At the same time, I'll tell you, I don't have any problem with Jim Montgomery. He's the head coach, pulling the goaltender. He didn't like either one of the goals, and he said, "I'm not going to take the chance of this game going to 3-0 right now." And that's the coach's decision too. So I think. It had a little extra legs on it for a day or so, but for me, it's just I don't mind the emotion, on the bench, and I don't mind the emotion of a guy getting upset. And listen, you know what you don't see a lot of times, guys? Like, there's a lot of times on a bench where a player will bark back at a coach.
Yeah.
Right? A coach will say something, and a player will turn around and say something back. There's some famous blank off hitch moments, from guys, stuff. And Ken Hitchcock would appreciate those moments, and you knew he was getting the guy fired up when he did it. So it's just when it happens to be when the goalie gets pulled and he does it, you see it more. But sometimes it's not as uncommon as you might think.
Yeah, listen, they're both Montgomery and Binnington. They're competitors, and you move on.
Right. Yep, it's really that simple, and they did. And by the next day, Jordan was pretty much had moved on. The team didn't make him available for comment after the game, So they had to wait till yesterday, and when he did it yesterday, he said all the right stuff, and he basically said, "I've already moved on from it." And I actually do believe he has. Listen, guys, this guy he has moved into that phase of his life / career where when he talks about being in the moment, he's in the moment,
right.
And. I've told you guys before, I'm an unabashed Binnington honk. I love the competitive fire. I love the drive of the guy. There's a reason that this guy now holds the record for the most wins, most games played as a Blues goaltender.
All right, so now we're dealing with some injuries. So we just talked about Toropchenko with the burns to his lower body from the home accident. Jimmy Snuggerud is going to be out for at least 6 weeks with a surgery to his hand. That's a pretty big deal. And Nathan Walker just put on injured reserve after blocking a shot.
Yeah, he blocked a couple of shots in that last game, and I don't know which bone broke, but It could have been in the ribs. It could have been something like it was really something else. So he's out. And yeah. Now this is about opportunity to me, Riz. So if guys want to sit there and say, I want more ice time, I want to move up in the lineup, well, here's going to be your opportunity to do so. Jimmy Snuggerud not being out there is going to open up some power play time for somebody. Well, it's not just do you get the opportunity, it's do you do something with it. Kaskamaki was called up. He would have played in the last game, but Snow delayed that part of it. You want to hear a fun thing? So he sat in that plane forever. They're trying to get it to a gate. The snow was a problem. He wasn't able to get to the arena on time. So it looks like the first game he's going to play is tomorrow in Boston. Well, when the team plays in Boston, we leave today. And Springfield, Massachusetts is just 90 minutes west of Boston.
Right.
So he drove all this way, dealt with all that flight aspect of it. It didn't happen, but he'll get that first game 90 minutes from where he's playing in the minors. But, again, huge opportunity for him. Kaskamaki could come in, take an opportunity of this situation, and force the Blues' hands to make another move when somebody gets healthy, and Kaskamaki could stay with the Blues for the rest of the year. It's all about whether or not you take advantage of the opportunity you're given, you seize that moment, and it's next man up. And unfortunately, the team didn't have a good enough start to the season where you've got to deal with this while you're chasing versus protecting, but that's the reality they're in.
Real quick, talk about this new guy the Blues just traded for from the Kings.
He's 25 years old. He's had a couple cup of coffees with the L.A. Kings, but kind of like Alexandrov, who the Blues traded to L.A. First off, Akil Thomas is at least going to the plan. Now, I don't know if somebody gets – I got to think somebody is going to get called up here when we go to Boston before we fly to Ottawa because they still need a forward, but at least a backup forward. So to me, he's just one of those players that you need a change of scenery. Spent a few years in the minor leagues. He's 6 foot tall. He can come in. He can play some shifts. I don't know that I don't know. I don't believe in any way that it's a game changer in any of that kind of stuff. It's just change of scenery for both him and Alexandrov and a fresh start in a new organization. And if you get the call up, does that give you a little extra spring in your step? And that's what you're hoping for.
All right, well, tomorrow you guys are in Boston, and then it's up to Ottawa. When's that game, Saturday?
Ottawa's on Saturday, and then Montreal on Sunday.
All right, well, have a wonderful road trip, safe travels, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right, guys, thank you very much. I'm going to go condition my eyebrows and get on a plane in a little while.
Put some mane and tail in those bad boys.
Best eyebrows in the business. Chris Kerber, everybody. All right, so, Rafe, when you were looking for a house, did you notice something? Did you go to Zillow?
Oh, yeah, I Zillowed.
You're a Zillow.
That's where you get sad. You can see what Zillow will show you what it sold for 5 years ago, and it'll make you want to just walk off a cliff.
It was $5 just 3 years ago.
Did you notice something missing on there?
On Zillow?
Yeah.
I don't know.
They quietly scrubbed something from the site. They quietly scrubbed a feature that shows how vulnerable a property is to climate change, like wildfires, floods, extreme heat, and wind.
It was still on there when I was looking because it was crazy how many houses in St. Louis are in like a 10 out of 10 flood zone.
Where you can't get insurance?
And you can't get insurance. And it was like, there was a beautiful house like over, it was kind of in the Deer Creek area, but it was close to that Deer Creek, which is like an offshoot of Des Peres. And it had flooded like 5 years ago, but it said the chance of a flood within the next 10 years was 100%. And I was like, well, I don't want to think about that every time it rains. And so all those features were still there because everything in St. Louis is like a heat advisory.
Okay, so maybe climate change is the wrong word. So it's like a climate risk score. So back in September of 2023, Zillow rolled out these climate risk scores for about 1 million listings. So they partnered with this nonprofit research group called First Street, and the idea was pretty straightforward. If your home is in an extreme weather zone, it seemed like crucial info for a buyer, right?
Yeah.
So it turns out not everybody was a fan of this feature. So real estate agents and homeowners started complaining that the scores felt, arbitrary and, more importantly, were hurting sales. So in response, including pressure from pretty big industry players, Zillow decided to delete the index entirely. So now instead of seeing a risk score right in the listing, you just get a link to First Street's external website. So you got to do your own homework.
Okay.
Okay.
Which you should be doing your own homework anyway. If you're going to buy a house, if you're going to drop, hundreds of thousands of dollars on a house.
Right. You want to know what you're buying.
You want to know what you're buying. So the CEO of this First Street's not happy with the change. He argues that removing the data leaves buyers flying blind. His point is that the risk doesn't disappear just because the data does. It just shifts from being a factor you consider before buying, buying to a nasty financial surprise after you've signed the papers.
Yeah. Shady stuff, man.
Man.
So he thinks the push to hide this info is coming from a stressed housing market where insurers are fleeing disaster-prone areas and agents are desperate to close deals, which I'm sure plays a big part of that.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at after the wildfires. We talked earlier. I'm always looking at Laurel Canyon, Topanga Canyon. I love the houses. Yeah. I love the way those houses were built. They're like old Hollywood, 1950s, 60s Hollywood. There's very, very cool houses. And they went down because they couldn't get fire insurance anymore. Some of those houses were like $7 million up in Laurel Canyon, Topanga Canyon. They're like $900,000.
I know.
Jeez.
Which is so hard. If it wasn't for my husband being like, no.
Yeah.
Because Tim's really weird about drought. And he, my hopes and dreams of living in California my whole life, he's so realistic about it. And he, in New Mexico too. I really love New Mexico and would move there too. But he's like, I can't do it. We just, and I need that because my head's in the clouds all the damn time, and I would just be running around like a crazy person if I didn't have somebody, his Virgo ass, bringing me back down to earth.
With the last round of wildfires, talking to Woody, who's right in that zone, he'd be sending me pictures of here's my backyard, and we're about a half a mile away from what's going on, or here's a picture from the studio where you look off in the distance, it's completely black.
Yeah, my wife's aunt. They were having dinner and they took a picture of their backyard and it was just caught on fire.
I know.
Right then, so they had to leave the whole neighborhood and all that. Yeah. But their home was thankfully didn't get hit.
LA is supposed to be mediating all that, and I was like, man, if you were gonna buy a house and sit on it and wait for the it's a risk. But if you could you could probably get a $10 million property for under $1 million right now up in the canyons of LA, and hope that Gavin Newsom's going to stay true to their word and
sucks if you're trying to sell your house.
Oh my gosh, I know, but there's crazy people in the Midwest like us, that are let's go. We are TV down to buy.
You're just losing so much money, even if you sell it.
That's true.
All right, let's get to some of your emails. Rizzo1057thepoint.com, or send us instant feedback through the 1057 The Point mobile app.
And yes, your emails are sponsored by Glenn Brothers Garage Doors. Door giving you trouble? Call Glenn Brothers Garage at 618-900-4239 or go to glennbrothers.com.
All right, well, let's start with some food news.
Oh, yes, food news, yes.
When we talked about this earlier this week, but I wanted to read it on the air. What's up, Rizzuto Show team? And
what's up?
Correct me if I say this wrong. My name is Eli Heckley. Heckley's Bakery?
Hockley Heckley.
Hockley Heckley. My name is Eli Hockley Heckley.
Come on.
And I'm part of the
Come on. You're the one that told us about the place.
No, I know, but everybody gets on my ass. We've been saying it as Hockley's Bakery for 30 years, and everybody's like, it's something else. So I don't know, dude. It's Heckles.
Hockley's. Hockley's. I'm Eli Hockley's.
Oh, well, what about him?
I'm part of the fourth generation of Heckley's Bakery and Deli. I just wanted to personally reach out and express how much we appreciate all the incredible shout-outs you've given us. Hearing you talk about our peanut coffee cakes and mention us on air multiple times has meant more to us than you know. I absolutely love listening to your show, even though my commute to work is only about 6 minutes. Small town problems, haha. And honestly, most days my workday starts before the show even airs, but I catch up later on the podcast.
Well, thank you, Eli. It's appreciated. You guys do great work out there.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Our bakery has been in, because remember when Moon went and he said, that's not it, the donut thing?
Right.
They're pushing the donuts.
Right. He says, our bakery has been in our family for 85 years. We pride ourselves in two things above all else. Number one, our donuts, which people come from all over the world and constantly tell us they're the best they've ever had. I don't know what Big Donuts got on the Heckley family, but they're pushing these donuts hard right now. Our peanut coffee cakes recipe my great-grandfather began rolling out decades ago. As you've experienced yourselves, these coffee cakes are more than just a treat.
They really are.
They're so
They
good.
really are. I haven't had any yet, and I'm upset
Can't
about
wait
it.
to try it.
They're tied to many memories with my grandmother, so hearing that you enjoy it and rave about it has genuinely touched us. We can't thank you enough for the extra publicity, but we're going to try. We would love the chance to meet all of you and drop off some goodies, holiday treats, and even some of our bakery apparel. Thank you.
Well,
Hold up.
we're here.
I'm just gonna. I'm riffing right now.
I don't
Let's
want
see-
you guys to drive all the way.
No,
out
don't drive all the way here. Listen,
Well, it's too late. I already responded.
we are going to have Riz Show live. It'd be kind of cool to give everybody like a little piece.
What?
Whoa.
Cut up a little.
What do you mean a little piece?
When Greg Warren was here last week,
Like set up like a Costco, like
We
a
need a
sample
co-
table.
Dude.
yes.
Hear me out.
Are you serious right now?
Coffee-
I will do it.
Coffee cake wrist rocket with those old like slingshots that we used to get
No.
and just be launching them into people's
Bart
mouths.
Simpson, no. Costco sampling as you walk
Now
in.
that you got a
Yes.
Costco membership,
I think this is a great. Would the people that bought tickets not
She's
want to
drunk
have
with
a piece
Costco
of
power.
delicious coffee cake with their raunchy things that we're going to do? They
Yeah.
would love this.
Well, I already texted him back, bring us all the cakes.
All right, thank you.
And he said, I'd love to get up there before the holidays, crazy time of year, but I don't want to ruin all your diets. However, after the holidays, let's pencil us in.
would love to meet you guys.
We're going to come in.
Or even drive
hook
out
you up.
to
Perryville. Listen, I will go pick up the cakes.
I don't want you guys driving all the way here. Just listen.
If they're
Thanks for the love. That's a long drive for you guys. We're good.
How many tickets is it? It's like 1,000. We need like 1,000 pieces of coffee.
Okay. Go. Learn's gonna be out there this afternoon.
Next
Have
week.
1,000 samples ready.
Yeah, if you don't mind, they have to be really tiny. So
No,
make little tiny
I
coffee
will cut
cakes.
the cakes. That'd be so
We appreciate
fun.
it. You guys do great work. So, and I love you've been around for 85 years and a small town thing. So we salute you.
I look forward to trying it for the first time.
You guys all
I-
had the opportunity at Scott Air Force Base.
No, he
truly-
didn't. I took the cakes.
No,
Yeah,
the
I
cakes.
took one.
I know.
the
You and I
cakes
both took cakes.
were confiscated by two people in this room.
No,
Yeah.
I said, does
and
anybody
offers
want
were
this?
not made.
Yeah,
I didn't.
Not
Your
true.
ass, you
Zero.
said that.
She took the one because she said that's Jerry's favorite thing, which fine.
And which
I
we-
said, there's another one here. I'm like,
And they
anybody
came
want
because of
this?
her. That makes sense.
Does anybody want this?
Well, you
Don't you? How
you didn't
dare
say
you.
it that you want to. Hey, does anybody want this?
Yeah.
Get out of here. You're full of it.
You must wait until we all went to the bathroom. Like, hey,
Get the out of here.
He saw us walking away.
Next.
Then.
It's that good.
well, you're a liar. Moving on to something not as good. This is simply titled "Don't Kill the Messenger." Simply titled "Moon is the better host."
Oh no.
Oh, yeah? Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Sent from listener Lucas. Hey, Rizzo.
Hi.
I
Saw Moon at Bags Against the Machine at the pageant on Thanksgiving. It was a fantastic show, and Moon and the band absolutely killed it with the set list and the energy. I was one of the ones moshing and met Moon after the show. I was one of the ones moshing. Wow. I met Moon after the show and got a picture with him. My buddy took them, and we were kind of bad because he's a special guy. Shout out, Jeremy. Ha ha. Anyway, when I met Moon, I told him that he's better at hosting Riz's own show than Riz.
Okay, that's nice.
And I told him to tell Riz. I said so. Moon told me to email the show and tell him because Riz won't believe that. Somebody said it. So here I am, doing that. Love the show. Keep doing what you're doing. And energy up.
Wow.
Lucas.
wow.
Wow.
What do you think about that?
Wow,
I'm never
dude.
taking a day off again.
I know. See what happens?
I'm never taking a day off again. I didn't
Nobody
know
gets shot.
I didn't know if somebody was coming for the chair.
And dude,
He finally took a day off, and now we're getting this. This isn't fair.
what a
Somebody's coming for the throne.
coming for the throne. And dude, the call's coming from inside the house. He tasked this man with emailing the show to
Just
let
let
you
me
know.
Well, listen, I'm happy to be surrounded by such talented people
Oh my goodness.
that I know that when I
Why are you
decide
reading
to
this
take-
off a piece of paper?
that
Why
I
is
know
this an
when I
official
decide to take a day off, that there's enough talent to pick up the torch and keep on trucking.
That's right.
Poor folks, I know. Everything's got to be an either or with people.
And I know that if I perish,
And you will one day.
perish,
You will. Oh, you
that
will.
one of you guys is talented enough to pick up the torch and
Not
just
me.
keep the Riz show going.
Oh, I will be long dead by the time you're dead. So that's okay. They will not be me. So everybody can just shut up. It's great. That's cool.
Won't be me, because if you go, I go. Suicide pact.
Yeah.
We've had one for a long time, brother.
That's true.
And I'm a man of my word.
You guys, the R&R Express will go down together.
I was crossing my fingers.
Class of 96
Going one
suicide
way.
pact, bruh.
What? No
Forever.
suicide pact.
What?
What's the suicide hotline? 811. What is it?
Suicide hotline is 911.
899.
Never forget. All right, moving on.
No, thank
It's
you.
988. Please, for the love of God, don't kill yourself.
So
Thanks for listening to the Rizzuto
Thanks
Show.
for listening to the Riz Show and feeling the need to insult the man that gave us all jobs. Thank you very much for
Thank
that.
you.
Moving on. This one's for me. Rafe, Stephen Wilson Jr. I've thought Rafe looks like Stephen Wilson Jr. for a long time when you have a hat on. He's a great artist-songwriter. Also, he'll be in St. Louis in April. Can't wait to see him. This is the guy that wrote Gary. And honestly...
we're playing his Tonight cover, I believe, right?
It was on this morning.
You don't look like him.
Which is...
I don't know.
I played that acoustic
He looks like it may be a
version while back.
character I would play.
He looks like a serial killer
Oh, okay.
in this photo. Like, he looks like we would see a documentary on Netflix about Stephen Wilson Jr. having bodies
So
buried.
far, this tracks.
You've heard this, right? This is Stephen Wilson Jr. We're playing. This is Tonight. This is his Smashing Pumpkins cover. I like it. This guy's got a great voice.
Yeah.
So he does the
unique.
Gary song. Have you heard this?
I have. It's great.
I'm gonna play a little piece.
He killed Stand By Me at the CMAs as well.
So is this a country guy?
Yeah, it's Americana country.
Americana, folky.
But they're breaking through.
Go on, start singing, Stephen. Jeez.
Stephen, we need you, buddy.
But I like his voice so far.
I think this is great.
It's good.
I think if Soundgarden needs a new singer.
Cool.
Can he hit these notes,
pretty.
though?
He doesn't try to hit the Billy Corgan notes. He does. He makes it his own.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
But he
So he's
could be Chris Cornell cover artist right there.
I've had a couple people say that I look like this dude. I think I just look like everyone.
Hang on. I did see a photo of Stephen Wilson Jr.
doesn't look
when he
like
tilts to the side. Like this
Yeah.
picture, I could see your little face. in
Yeah,
his-
that looks like
in
a
this.
character I'm playing up there, kind of. His ears stick out like mine. If I put on glasses and like a hat I bought at a Love's truck stop.
He's got your nose.
Okay. I could see it.
So when is he?
He does kind of look like one of my uncles.
He's coming to Stiefel, you said?
Pageant in April.
Pageant in April.
Dang.
Oh, we're at the pageant next Friday.
Oh my goodness.
It just so happens. Someone else said that this, since you played that, we got another email about him that was said that he sounds like Eddie Vedder. That he sings like Eddie Vedder. He doesn't move his mouth when he sings.
Oh, maybe that. Listen,
He can't sing like this and does and words around.
maybe if I watch him sing, it may be a
Maybe.
different story. But yeah, I dig it. I would go. When is that? That show's in April, you said?
In April.
I guess so.
Is that a weekend?
Let's see here.
Look it up.
Let's
Afraid
see.
to take a day off.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't want Moon to
I don't
take
want
over
him
your
to slide
job.
into my seat.
Man, he sent the assassin to
You know what?
you.
That's so good. I hope Moon saw that
April
email. 'cause
15th
that
is
has
a
to make him
Wednesday.
feel good.
I saw it.
Printed
He told
it.
the guy to send it.
That's great.
Yeah, it's on a Wednesday.
He sent
On a
an
Wednesday.
assassin.
Well, I guess I'm not going to go see him. All right, here's some sports. And sports sponsored by.
Sponsored by our good friends over at Chuck's Hot Chicken. Chuck's Hot Chicken with 5 area locations. Chuck's is the locally owned hot chicken spot, voted best fried chicken sandwich in Missouri.
So we start with a tough pill to swallow for East St. Louis. The Flyers, who are usually absolute juggernauts in Illinois high school football, fell short in the Class 6A state title game. They won up against Normal, Illinois. I'm sorry, they went up to Normal, Illinois to face Oak Park Fenwick and just couldn't find their rhythm. So East St. Louis out as far as the high school football championships. If you follow Mizzou or just love SEC drama, you know about the Lane Kiffin story?
Oh, yeah, dude.
So Lane Kiffin, the head coach at Ole Miss, has officially left to take the head coaching job at LSU. And the breakup's pretty messy. Ole Miss is not done playing. They still have the championships, the playoffs to go through.
You know comedian Heather McMahon? She's like a huge Ole Miss fan, and her take on this was very, very funny.
So he took the job at LSU when Ole Miss is still playing, and Ole Miss is like, you can't coach anymore. Like that, you're done here.
Oops.
So Kiffin claims that after the news broke of him leaving for LSU, Ole Miss fans actually tried to run him off the road while he was driving with his teenage son.
Oh, my.
Jeez.
He described the chaotic scene of people screaming at him and needing to call police for help. Despite the drama, Kiffin says he feels good about the move to Baton Rouge, but don't expect a warm welcome when he returns to Oxford. And finally, looking at the big picture for college football, the playoffs, things are getting tense. Mizzou, bad news for the Tigers after a rough season. They are officially listed as out of playoff contention. The committee released new rankings, and it's chaos. Alabama is clinging to the number 9 spot, but they have a tough SEC championship game against Georgia coming up. James Madison University, this is a surprise, cracks the top 25, which could actually mess things up for the ACC. There's a real scenario where the ACC gets left out of the playoffs entirely if things break the wrong way this weekend. And the locks, Ohio State, Indiana, Oregon, are looking safe regardless of what happens this weekend. There you go.
Their rankings are so annoying. It's like a popularity contest. They don't care who wins or loses, whatever team they like the best.
All right, that's your sport. So we'll take one final break. We'll come back, wrap her up. That's it for us. Donnie Fandango is next. If you missed anything of the program, check out the clip of the day brought to you by Michael's Flooring. Also, the podcast brought to you by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. Today's podcast is titled
Best Brows in the Biz.
And we know who's got those.
Chris Kerber.
All right, Scott, what else?
Well, just follow me at King Scott Rules. And also next week, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, come out to St. Louis Family Church because we're doing a big Christmas production, and that's going to be a lot of fun.
All right, learn.
It is Woof Wednesday, sponsored by Woodard Cleaning and Restoration, and we just had these Chiweenie Puppies in here.
Oh, my God.
I missed them.
Named Terrence.
Oh, you
and
did? Where were you?
Vidya.
Fair.
They're not ready they're not like ready to be adopted today. They still have a month to grow because they're so little.
You better get them out of my pocket because I'm taking them home.
They're so great. So I'm going to be posting those on the Rizzuto socials later today, and you can apply to adopt or foster them. And I hope you do. Thanks.
All right. Rafe.
Thursday, 6:30 to 8:30, I'll be at the Fenton Hot Shots with the one and only Super Bowl champion, Kerry Davis from the Fast Lane. Come out, hang out. We'll do any competition you put in front of us.
Nice. Join me Friday at the Rocket Store in Wentzville, 40 Wentzville Parkway, starting at 3 o'clock. I'm going to kick off this year's Point Holiday Food Drive to benefit Operation Food Search. Make sure you bring a donation to any Rocket convenience store from the 5th through the 31st. Canned non-perishable food item. Grab this year's limited edition Holiday Weirdo sticker while supplies last. But if you can, come join me Friday, 3 to 5, Rocket Store in Wentzville. Get all the food drive details at 1057thepoint.com. All right, we leave you with a selection from our Teamers Member of the Day, brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. From Festus, Bill Conway is our Teamers Member of the Day.